Hello, welcome to episode, I'm going to call this 3.5 of the Erudain Campaign. Yeah, who wants to do the recap?
Who just dropped out?
Clearly not Fishal, because he just dropped out of the call.
Thorak, I'm nominating you. You were here last session.
Okay. So what happened last session was, pretty much we left that big temple finally after like what 3 sessions of exploring it and fighting in it. After we left, we did a lot of walking. A lot of pretty much the whole session was walking. At some point, we met this bard lady, and she was sort of loopy from not having water. We shared some rations with her. She perked back up. She's gonna not occupy. She's gonna accompany us for this last leg of our journey until we get to a major city where she can go find a boat to take her back to the main continent where she's from. And that's pretty much it. We're out of the Desert of Burning Souls now. We're about to come upon our second to last mandatory temple for our Dragon Lord quest. And then I think it ended right after that, right?
Pretty much, yeah, you traveled through the desert. You did meet up with the bard, Jonah, who, yeah, was delirious. She got caught in some magical mischief of somewhat that brought her here. You did talk with the goddess last session.
Or didn't name that horse, did we?
The horse? What?
Horse?
Yeah, the one that we had been through the desert on?
What horse?
The horse with no name.
Okay.
Sorry. Fishal is back. I'll stop with the dad jokes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, the goddess, you talked with her, basically help recover the other amulet fragments from her sister's temples, bring it to her temple, free her, yada yada. Travel through the desert, yeah. The bard Jonah will, I guess, be traveling with the party until you guys can reach better civilization. She also does invite the party to the Founders Festival in Willow Creek in about 6 months or so. She kind of isn't sure what the date is right now, but she's pretty sure it's about 6 months away. And you'd come as her special guests, but that's on uh, the Great Forest continent.
Right. We also shared our adventuring stories with her, hoping that she could lament about our tales to other folks that she meets in her travels.
Indeed. She's also very much helping you with places to rest, as she is sometimes able to cast Galder's Tower and give you guys a nice safe spot to rest for the night. So yeah, you guys made it to the edge of the desert. You're now in the more savanna-like area where many of the tribes, the nomadic people live. So I guess we'll go down the list of character facts.
Oh, my first? I'm last alphabetically.
Someone go first. I don't really care.
All right, I'll go first then.
Yep.
So, my character fact for Thorak is the first time he'd ever raged was when he first arrived in Valsian. He was getting harassed by guards, and he'd had quite a bit of that already. So he went off. He his vision went black, and after he was in chains. 2 guards knocked out next to him, and one beat up pretty bad. And then that's when Gerald showed up and said, "That's one of my employees. Sorry, he's just drunk right now. I'll take him." And that's how they met. Sort of a double fact, I guess.
I'll go ahead and go next. An interesting fact about Ghost that even the party doesn't even know is that he works from an organization called the Radiant Talons of the King. The specific king in question is the Shining Dragon King, aka the Gold Dragon Lord Gradius. And Ghost was actually raised in the organization. He is not a dragonborn or dragon-blooded in any way, but was an orphan off the streets that was found to have some magical talents and then raised in the organization, and now works as an assistant to Zephiritus.
Ooh, I know this doesn't have to do with. I don't have another fact, but I would like maybe in the future we just go down the list of all the players and see how many of our characters are orphans because it's a pretty common thing, and I kind of want to see which of our characters have living parents or just don't know theirs.
People with happy lives don't go out and seek out dragons to slay.
You're right about that.
Lajal, did you have a character fact for you? Is Lajal actually there?
Maybe his headphones are broken. I don't know.
Yes, they were just before.
Lajal, we cannot hear you if you're talking.
Type to him. Technical difficulties.
So, hopefully not. We'll see.
It'd be awkward if it's just the two of us.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's why I waited for there to be at least three people so we could actually have a good talking session. You know.
It's going to be an RP heavy session probably because we're coming upon like NPCs that don't want to kill us.
Oh, I never said
Well,
that, but they probably won't kill you right away.
Yeah, someone will do something to piss someone off.
They
Probably
want to.
Thorak or Ghost.
No, they want to fatten you up before they put you all in the stew.
Thorak, we can make it if we try. Just the two of
Yeah,
us.
just the two
You
of
and I.
us. Well, I know Dajal's definitely not near his computer because we'd have music playing by now.
Yeah, I'm now going to get to the point where I either make a character who speaks entirely in song lyrics, or I'm going to have a bard that every possible statement he makes is just plucked from song lyrics.
Mm. Oh yeah, no, I have a bar. My bard is kind of like that. I always forget to do it, but I'm like, yeah, they're getting mad, so you hear them just whispering under their breath, singing, "Let the bodies hit the floor." But if Thazal's not here right now, I will go off with just a world fact. Since you are currently in the area where many of the Dragonborn tribes live, uh, the main Dragonborn city is Dragon Ridge, but uh, that place is very exclusive. So Dragonborn tribes live kind of around the area, uh, and the tribes are largely segregated by the color of their scales. Though very few of them are pure scales, meaning uh, their scales are not very lustrous and like a pure color. They are like degraded in weaker colors and such, like more of an orange instead of a red. Uh, but yeah, most of the tribes, you're in the tribes area. It's kind of separated from the main Dragon Ridge city where the pure Dragonborn live. And the Dragonborn tribes, they're separated by color, but Dragonborn can kind of be born of any color. Uh, it's slightly genetic, so you're likely to be the same color scale as your parents, but not entirely. There's some magical aspect similar to actual dragons. So yes, it is entirely possible for a red dragon to have two white dragon parents, or some other weird combination. So,
Yeah, Jake, if you see like random like between session rolls from my character, I sometimes run Thorak as an NPC
got it.
in my game.
Ah, okay, yeah,
And I
that's
don't
fine.
have access to a sheet outside of this Roll20 game.
That's fine. Yeah, no, no, yeah,
There's a
no.
way in Roll20 to like save a character into like your personal archive. I don't
I think
remember
there
how to do it.
is. I think you can like extract them, but you have to be like DM permission maybe. I don't know.
It's
I've only
possible.
been able to do it when I'm the owner of the game.
That might be it. You have to be. It has to be from a game that you control.
Could be. I've seen those rules. I've kind of messed with them a bit, but they're weird. Uh, yeah, again, it's completely fine to just have random Thorak controls. I use my characters as NPCs in various games, though I
I
typically
mean,
use D&D Beyond for that because it's very generic. Um, really hoping we would have three people, not two and a mute.
two into mute. I sent Pearl a message asking if we're gonna be getting any Geralt this session.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna send out one last request.
I mean, if it's just the two of us, it might be kind of a wash. I mean,
Yeah,
we could do another session where just me and Thorak roleplay with each other. Only it's a different character this time.
oh, here he's chatting.
When the
Pearl's
rest of the
typing.
party was in their dream world. Gonna be another 10 minutes. Sorry, can't be
Okay,
helped.
yeah,
Yeah, we
I'm
can wait
seeing
that.
computer issues. Okay.
That might give us, if we want to take a quick break and like pause the recording, that might give us time
Yeah,
to.
and go.
Oh yes, hello everyone. It's Vijal here, your friendly neighborhood wizard. Apparently, I am to give a fact about myself. Let's see. Um, well, the reason why Vijal is so keen on acid damage is because his mentor, Garrick Voss, was the acid wizard for the Warcasters of Rumeric, and I will explain more about those at a later time when we have a fuller party who can appreciate it. But know that acid to him is the purest expression of evocation, for it combines more complex matter than just mere fire or lightning. It's chemistry involved, you know.
All
And that's
right.
pretty much it.
Okay.
We're gonna be seeing some Geralt tonight, but later.
Okay. We'll get Gerald later. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
Acid damage is the purest form of love.
yep, if your skin's melting, then you know it's love. But yes, the party finds itself on the edge of the desert. You guys have actually been out of the Burning Souls part of the desert for a little while, possibly like 3 days. But it's still the desert. It's just it's not made out of broken crystalline glass fragments anymore.
So we
Um,
can take off our protection gear.
yes, you can take off the protection gear. Uh, and yeah, you are now in the Savannah zone, right next to the Steel Peaks. You can see the Steel Peaks very clearly. This is a massive mountain range, uh, taller than even Everest, many of them. Um, there are many legends of how these mountains came into existence, wars with the gods and titans beating their fists, uh, dwarves just angrily carving down and making the valleys between the mountains themselves, etc. Some say that some of the ridges of the mountains are uh, just buried spinal and bone fragments from ancient dragons that grew that massive. Um, but yeah, you can see the mountains in the distance. It's still probably about half a week's travel, maybe a week's travel before you'll be even at the base of the mountains. But you are in the Savannah Plains. Um, Again, many of the tribes here, Dragonborn, Lizard Men, uh, orcs, halfling, or not halflings. Why would I say halflings? There actually might be halflings, but orcs, elves, maybe Loxodon. What does the party wish to do?
Well, I think it's a wise idea to find a settlement, rest for a few days, and learn of the local area.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we didn't Were you here when we mentioned the NPC we came across, the Joel?
You mean the bard? Yes, I know.
Yeah.
The bard.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there last session.
Oh, right. You were.
Wouldn't be a bad plan to replenish our supplies. I am getting kind of tired of having to feed you lot.
Well, we're gonna see a lot more animals now that we're out of that hellhole. And there are people around here we could trade with.
Well, that would be an advantage.
Well, Thorak, you know this area as much as anyone else. Better, in fact.
No, not at all.
Well, you are native to this land, are you not?
Ooh. Yeah, that's like saying I'm from Barudin and asking if I know about Valshin's intricate layout.
Well, you've never traveled this far?
Of course not. I was only a boy when I left this place.
Hmm. Well, I was going to suggest you lead us, but no, I'm not so sure.
Let's have a look at that map and see how close we are to our next destination. There might be signs of civilization along the way that we can find our way to.
Yeah, Thor's definitely gonna keep his head on a swivel for any nomadic wanderers in the distance.
Okay. Then roll me a perception.
All right. Character sheet. All right, gotcha. I'm gonna use my tattoo for sight based. Come on, it's a 10. Okay, completely average.
Okay. You can see up to a mile, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
as if it were fine detail.
Okay. Yeah, you can see in the distance two encampments. Um, One you can tell from a distance is in a more western direction, is appears to be orcish, and another one in a more northeastern direction, which appears to be draconic.
All right, we got dragons to the northeast, orcs to the west. What do we think?
Well, you mentioned that the orcs in this part of the region are quite barbaric and very inhospitable.
Much more than I.
So I believe the dragons are our best option.
All right. I mean, we're already headed towards the northeast anyway, so makes sense.
By all means, lead on.
All right. And we approach the Dragonborn.
Ghost, with your role, you see something similar. I will also note it appears the Dragonborn tribe you are heading towards is you see flags of bronze. Okay, so you begin heading towards the Dragonborn, uh, and yeah, you get closer. It's you within an hour. The rest of the party can all see the glittering white tents and the bronze flags waving in the air of this Dragonborn encampment. Seems to be a semi-permanent encampment. You think there might be a water source nearby, as again, there are the semi-permanent and then the more nomadic encampments as they travel around looking for uh, water, especially during the summer, which I think currently it's about spring right now.
So like a seasonal encampment. You know, they might stay here for weeks, maybe even a few months, but not
Yeah,
necessarily a permanent.
Yeah, and the
Sort of like
encampment would stay even with like very minimal people while the rest of the tribe heads out looking for water, because it probably could work for a small number, but not for the entire tribe year round.
same sort of thing going on that the Neg tribe had going on before the Silver Mask showed up.
Somewhat. The Neg tribe is a lot more permanent. They just have different seasons where they fish more and preserve the fish.
Okay, so before we get too close to the camp, Thorak will call out in Draconic and say hello. Uh, just sort of let them know of our presence, so they don't get all surprised when we get close.
All right. So a half orc bellows at the top of his lungs. Hello, is anyone there?
No, no. They don't. They probably don't know I'm a half orc. I got the great helm on, so it probably covers my face.
That's true. But like your size is there's very few races that would match up to your size.
All right, gotcha.
Worry not, noble dragonborn. We are friendly. There are humans and other races here. He also says in Draconic.
Okay. After a while, a small
Hmm.
entourage of dragons, one appears to be very elderly, being kind of carried on a stretcher, as well as, though he appears to be very well adorned with bits of jewelry and fancy stuff, wielding a staff, as well as a few others that appear to be more of the warrior caste. Hello, travelers. What brings you out this far into our lands?
Should we tell the truth? I'll sort of whisper over to Ghost. He knows more about draconic sort of beings. Should we mention who we're working for right now?
It probably couldn't hurt. Not sure how trustworthy nomadic dragonborn are to begin with. I mean, they're not exactly followers of the same type that you've been dealing with in the past.
All right. We're currently on a mission for the Red Queen herself. We are just looking maybe do some trade, share some supplies back and forth. You know.
And perhaps learn more of this land, if you're willing.
Well, you don't. If as long as you are not aggressive, we are willing to attempt to cooperate, especially with vessels of one of the great lords. Um, what in particular are you looking to trade? We don't have much out here.
Well, we would like to know the location of a water source we're running low right now. We just picked up an extra mouth to feed too. Maybe some hunting tips for the area.
We have a bit of water here, but if you're looking for better sources, if you're willing to travel a few days, the mountains have some natural springs, and you might be able to get water there. Food, we have some, but not as much. Hunting has not been too fruitful this year. What would you be willing to give us in exchange?
I don't know about myself, but some of us here have some pretty well lined pockets.
We can offer you coin if that is of interest.
Coin is only of some value. It is only valuable when we can spend it. Is there anything else you'd be willing to give?
Some of us are quite prodigious in the magical arts. We may provide services.
Such
I
as?
believe we have a friend here who could, if anyone nearby needs healing, we could definitely help with that. We have
We
our
can
friend
heal, cure
Aaron over here.
diseases, and we can even cure curses if any of you are afflicted with such maladies.
Yes. Well, you are free to enter. You can attempt to trade for what you can. Um, I do know that uh, some people may have been dealing with certain afflictions, and if you can help deal with that, they might be more willing to accept trade.
Wonderful.
All right. Now, does Gerald have any spells that can cure STDs?
Lesser restoration should handle that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it does do minor diseases.
Well, I would think just remove disease would work.
I think that's not a 5e spell.
Ah,
Yeah, most of the sort of like single individual spells like that will lump together to save room.
makes sense. Because
Yeah.
it's like, when are you ever going to specifically prepare remove disease?
Yeah, so you have lesser restoration, which handles like the lesser stuff, and you have greater restoration for the rest.
Hmm.
It's got prayer of healing as well and protection from poison. I'm not sure if that works on already poisoned individuals.
Protection from poison is,
Oh,
yeah.
it does.
Oh,
Neutralizes.
Well, Fajal can cast Unseen Servant and like act as like a cleaning service, even though that would be a bit beneath him. But
mhm.
You could always do it as a ritual, so you're not burning up resources.
well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, no one will know. No one will know it's there. It's invisible.
But the effects will be present.
All right. So, yeah, you're welcomed in the village. Again, many of the people seem wary of you. The women and children are kind of avoiding you. Um, but they're willing to trade. You do heal some people, some warriors. Jonah seems very well with that, as she seems to be able to conjure a diamond instantly before it turns into magic that affects the person.
She
Oh,
can make
okay.
diamonds.
Interesting. So you're ruling that conjured materials can be used for magic.
Yeah, creation bards create an object, and if it's a spell component, you can create it. It just has to be used within the time.
Because spells like fabricate and creation, they specify that you can't use them for spells.
Really?
I think that it's because it's a specific bard ability.
Yeah, it goes with the class.
Fair enough.
I mean, I might have to reread because I've been using this way for a while, but you could be correct. Um, I've always ruled it this way, and that's how I've been playing it, but I could be completely wrong. Um, so, yeah, with that, you're able to get, let's say, let's say, for the whole party, 3 days worth of rations, which, considering you guys were very low after having traversed through the desert.
Yeah, I have about 5 Russians now from the 3 you gave us. So yeah.
I actually rolled well enough on my survival checks that I could always feed myself and could occasionally feed extra people, so Ghost is actually okay in terms of rations.
Well, unfortunately, Fajal is no hunter.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what I do. Now, normally I'm hunting things that fight back, but
During the 3 days, Fajal would have sought out the village elder and asked him in detail about the local area, any creatures we should avoid, any hazardous, paths we should avoid, and most importantly, what he knows about the temple.
Right, I was gonna say that too. Just like ask if he knows of any dark creatures in the area.
I mean, many dark creatures reside in this area, but that we have to deal with along with the other tribes. The Ganruku, the Lakusha, etc., the Onyon, various creatures. I have no clue what temple you are speaking of. As we do not venture too far into the mountains. Um, but yes, you should definitely be on your toes. Many creatures come out at night around here.
None of you have traveled that far. This surprises me for a nomadic tribe.
Well, we stick to the plains mostly. The mountains are its own terrain. We do not have the tools to travel the mountains so easily. Um, and
Are there any tribes in the area who are friendly?
uh, the friendly is up to interpretation.
Ones that
Uh,
will not attack on sight.
hmm. Again, up to interpretation. Um, Let me see. Uh, it's possible some of the green tribes could be sometimes venture. Most of us stick to this the strip here of savanna. We do not venture where resources we have the resources we need, and do not venture into the dangers of the mountains. Um,
Do you not trade with the local dwarves?
so occasionally, the dwarves, though they tend to keep to themselves. Not many come down.
Is there anything you can tell us about the dwarves that we might encounter that would aid us in not having an adversarial interaction?
Let's see. Well, this area right here is kind of at the far end of the dwarves' ruling area. I do know they used to have some nice cities around here, but I think they have been abandoned long ago due to the invasion. Um,
Invasion?
uh, yes, it's dark creatures from below ground or possibly somewhere else. I do not know. The dwarves, something happened and they had to abandon their city and their treasures, their king's crown, yada yada. They lost spectacularly due to some forces. Uh, you would have to ask the dwarves, they would know a bit better what exactly occurred.
I wonder if perhaps one of our destinations might be one of these lost dwarven sites.
It would not be surprising. Are there any dwarven settlements along the northern mountain range?
The northern mountain range, of course, there are many. Uh, I don't know if there's any too many near here, though. We are a bit eastward for them. Most of them are more towards the central area. They don't like to come out this far with
Basically where we're going.
Yeah.
where you're going, but not where you're at. You guys are very close
Yeah.
to Dragon Ridge, so
Yeah, that's what I was pretty suspicious of, is that at least one of our two destinations will involve the dwarves and whatever dark creatures.
yeah.
Chase them out, but
I mean, the city is much closer. It's just that they basically what the Dragonborn is saying is the dwarves used to be farther east, but after they lost their cities, they've been forced more westward.
yeah. Okay.
So there are some abandoned dwarven cities nearby. There might be some small dwarven trading outposts and whatnot that you could find. He's not entirely sure, as they would probably be more temporary or well, less traditional dwarven big cities and more like an encampment. Still semi-permanent, but not as well built.
Yeah. A temporary dwarven, settlement is still, more heartily built than the strongest human city. So,
Pretty much, yeah.
like, oh yes, we're just going to build a seasonal trading post. How long is that going to take? Oh, it'll take us about 15 years to build.
Basically, yep.
Anything worth doing is worth doing right.
So yeah, there could be some temporary dwarven stations, but not too much. Again, the dwarves were they basically well, yeah, they were pushed out here, and because they lost their king, they can't really reclaim the land.
Okay, I'm gonna go make myself their king when I find their crown.
uh, you can try. Uh,
I certainly will.
and I won't say anything against you for that. You know.
I don't think the dwarves would be a big fan of a half elf sort of taking up the mantle of dwarf king. I definitely have some objections.
I'm sure they would. They can take and they can take them up with and as a benevolent king, I will hear their objections. Every third leap year between 10:05 and 10:10 a.m.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, most of the tribes don't go to the mountains because the mountains is pretty rough terrain. It's a lot more dangerous. That's where a lot more things are hiding, both above and below. Um, but he did say the green scale tribe um, might be within the mountains.
Green scale.
Now
That doesn't.
that surprises me. I read that the Greens they prefer the forests.
Sure, they do, but not a lot of not a lot of forests on this continent for them to take. Uh, if you were to go to the Great Forest Continent, yeah, there'd also be green dragonborn there. But currently, most of them are in the mountains because there are valleys with pretty lush greenery, actually. Um, yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do here?
Well, we've got pretty much all we can.
Yep. Got a good 3 days of just break from the treacherous journey. Think we're ready to get back on the road.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Yeah. You are wished well if that is all you wish to do here. Yes.
Did we rest here for a day or two?
We were there
The
for
ability
3
to take
days.
Okay, because I still haven't actually leveled up yet.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we did that last
You
session.
guys are free to level up. Yeah.
Okay. That
Did I roll
was
for health? Might have forgotten to do that. No, I did. I rolled a nat 1. Okay. On the D12.
Yeah, you got real unlucky there.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I guess you're sort of gambling with that if you're rolling for HP.
Yeah, I'm also debating whether I want to take a 4th ranger level or whether I want to take a 5th sorcerer level.
Well, a 4th range level will give you a feat.
True. Oh, hold on 1 second. My phone is ringing. Hi, yes.
Okay.
I guess we begin heading off towards the next temple location.
All
Yep.
right.
Yes, that is the plan.
Do you guys know which temple it is?
Well, it's the one that was marked on our map.
Yes. Yeah. You did find out that what the 6 goddesses were of, and it is their 6 temples.
Yep.
All right. I'll take that as no. You guys are just going to be completely oblivious and walk headfirst into danger.
Well, we tried asking the tribe; they didn't give us much. There's only so much we can do.
The temple is really old. They have no clue there's a temple there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
They did mention some of the creatures that live in.
oh yeah,
No, I didn't write them down fast enough to realize that I should probably be rolling, what I might know about those types of creatures.
They mentioned dark creatures from underground, so that might have to do with it. That ran the dwarves out.
Yeah.
you can't really blame us for lack of preparations if we tried our best and didn't get much.
Oh yeah. Well, no, but you guys did research at the last temple, and yada yada. I'm just asking if you guys have bothered to try and figure out which temple this one was.
Well, it's a 5 out of 6 guess, so it's a bit of a crapshoot.
Sorry, I was telling
know
this
it's
person
not
that
the
called
one-
me 3 times that this is still not the right number.
We know that the one that's east of the Desert of Burning Souls is the one of the goddess that we have in the amulet.
Yep.
Maybe
You
it's
said-
my amulet?
Yes, the amulet. I think, yeah, you have it.
That will be the one here, which is not part of our purview.
We should still take a visit, though.
If there's time.
If you want the reward from yes. Okay, so let me check. Okay, I don't want to run the whole temple today because we don't have everyone.
What? Half of our party?
Yeah.
Let's do a third.
It's 2 weeks in a row. It's a bit worrying, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Cedric I get, because this week was on the fence of whether it'd be a full session or not. Next week should be one as well, full session. We're not going to do Thanksgiving, and then after that we should be back to normal. Let's see. One moment. I gotta check my region notes. If there's anything I can have you guys do.
Ooh.
Yep, I'm going with Ranger 4. I'm not our primary caster.
Ranger 4 sounds fine, yep.
Is the reason you took levels in Sorcerer for meta magic?
No, it's mostly my sorcerer spells are bolstering my abilities with the bow and hindering people around me. I'm built basically a shadow assassin. Like I can do mirror image and Zephyr Strike and Ensnaring Strike and obviously counter a lot of darkness. So I'm never was built to be a nuker.
Mm-hmm.
So I was built to be an archer, and just everything that I do magically bolsters my ability to do that.
All right. So, you are continuing to travel. You travel about a week's more, and you are now, like, just starting to get into the mountain range. How are you going to find this temple?
Well, we'll try our best to look for old paths like something that looks like it used to be a road, markers or signs along the trail, like carvings on the rocks that might indicate like this way to temple, that sort of thing.
I don't think I've been getting to you guys just how old these temples are.
Well then, I guess we're gonna stumble around so we get lucky.
Yeah. To put it into Earth perspective, if these temples were on Earth, the only people who would go there would be the dinosaurs.
Can we have our void equipment? Like maybe, is there any like sort of? Can I have the Reaper like sniff out, see if he smells some void nearby?
I don't know, can you?
I don't know. Can I?
In the
Try.
meantime, Fajal will take out his familiar and send it out on like a wide scouting range as they travel, looking for signs and clues that a temple might be nearby.
Oh my god. What is this dice luck?
Okay.
I got a 3.
Okay. So you begin trying to feel for void energy, but again, very hard to detect for void energy as it's. Yeah, it works very differently. As well as you are very close, or relatively speaking, to this point here, which is very important to the Reaper's Gauntlet. And it seems to be kind of homing more into that than any temple or any void energy. So, Fazal, do you want to roll for your familiar?
Yeah, just let me get the Scorpion stats up. I think it's just a +1 for perception, but I'll double check. Bestiary, Scorpion. No, it's a -1 for perception, so let me roll that. 16, not bad.
Okay, 16. So you send your scorpion kind of crawling up the mountains and looking around while you guys are searching around through the first valleys. Let me see. Okay, let's just do a straight roll. 10. Okay, so you find in your travels 3 things. One is it's actually fairly close, more easternly towards Dragon Ridge. What does appear to be a dwarven trading post slash. Well, it's set up in a valley so that they can get some good wood from the small forest that's growing in this valley, as well as some of the more natural resources, small farms and whatnot. As just near Dragon Ridge, the earth is very fertile for various reasons. Partially because dragons have been pooping here for thousands of years. So yeah, there is a dwarven trading post. You do notice it's probably 2 mountains over. There's a valley that, honestly, it appears to be withering away. And the valley next door, you find your scorpion is able to find corpses, giant corpses, that don't seem to have any natural wounds, but also don't appear to have died naturally.
Alright, here's what I know. There is a dwarven settlement nearby, a trading post by the looks of it. They might provide us with more detail. There is another valley filled with what used to be wood, but it has since been decayed, quite unnaturally, I would say. And the third valley has bodies of giants strewn around. I don't know how they died, but they died suddenly and very mysteriously.
Yeah, stone giants, and a few hill, but mostly stone.
I don't think Vijal will know the distinction.
I mean, hill giants are a lot shorter, but
So what do we propose? Do we go speak to the dwarves, or should we try our luck in one of those two valleys?
Well, it seems like the dwarves might be our best choice in
I
scoping out
agree.
the area further.
I agree. Let's go pay the dwarves a visit. Just watch your purses and your gold, everyone.
I have 1 gold to my name.
Well, they don't know that. Vijay will make note to put his coin pouch in his bag of holding for now, as they head towards the dwarves.
okay. So you arrive outside the Dwarven trading post, and as you get pretty close,
How
you
dirty
do
are
hear
you?
just large thuds. It seems like they've noticed your approach and set off their own kind of drums, just beating massive logs against each other to kind of alert everyone that strangers are approaching. It is a very well-made wooden, almost fortress, it looks like. You see guard towers, very tall walls made of just solid tree logs. And they begin, as you're probably about 200 yards away, one yells out, "Halt there! What brings you laddies out in this domain?"
We seek to trade.
"And what trade do you got, and what trade do you want? Why should we let you in?"
We have coins, jewels, gems, and we want information.
All right, show us the gems you have.
Fajar will take out, let me see one from my inventory. Yeah, I have some rubies. He's going to take out a ruby, like worth 10 gold pieces, and using Mage Hand will float it towards the guy.
Oh, this is very nice. Yeah, all right. You may approach, but if we see one hand on the weapon, we will retaliate.
Does you realize it's kind of hard to carry a bow in your hand without having a hand on it?
My hand is my weapon.
I suppose you can always sling it over your shoulder.
My
Yeah,
hand?
Then,
No, your bow.
but then how would I bring it to bear when they decide to try and kill us?
I think that's the point.
Ah, that. Yeah, never trusted these boys. Alright then, and I will sling my bow over my shoulder.
All right.
I guess the party approaches, slowly but cautiously.
All right. So, what kind of information do you want?
What do you know of this region? Have your scouting parties reported of any strange temples, ancient-looking temples in the mountains?
Let's see. We've found a few temples. We're not quite sure. We didn't explore them too much. We've been looking at the area. There's the dead zone. Very very strange. We don't tend to go there. There was some old stone giant ruins up above. We also think a cloud giant base up high somewhere. And we found a few buried temples. That would be 5 rubies for that. Any more specific information?
A buried temple nearby?
Yes, we found about 3 or 4. Yes, one in the dead zone, and then 3 more a bit farther north.
Tell us about this dead zone, and Fajar will hand him another gem.
All right. Well, we've been mining here. Well, we've been not mining, harvesting here for about 5 years now. And in the last 3 years, something has been coming from underground. It's draining the life force. The valley, a few valleys over. we don't quite know. We tried to avoid it, but it was a very nice valley. We were going to get some good cherry wood from there, but it's things. We saw some the purple wormy creatures might be the cause, but there's just a foul air, and the plants are almost withering away. We think there might be something dark underground eating away at it.
I believe this is the temple we are seeking. Would you mind marking it on our map?
Let's see. Well, you don't have a region map, so your map, yeah.
Well, if you like put like a little X, really small X, in a general direction, that should be good enough,
Okay. Yeah, except to you guys, it's gonna be. Well, okay.
Well, all right. Do you have a region map we can buy off you?
35 gold.
35 for a piece of paper and parchment.
How about
Do you not?
how much just to make our own copy of it? Say 10 gold, and I'll make my own copy.
20 gold. Maps are very valuable. Why would I share it as?
I'm going to roll diplomacy, something that I might actually be okay at.
Persuasion, you mean?
Persuasion. Well, it is what it is.
Just saying 3.5, buddy.
Yeah. Persuasion. I rolled I got a 13.
Okay. He is fine. This is only this region. I will let you see it for 16.
I will pay him the 16 gold and begin hastily making a map using my cartographer's tools, with which I'm proficient.
All right. Perfect.
You need a roll for that, or?
Yeah. Roll. You can have advantage. Just. Yeah.
I think intelligence makes sense to, copy something.
Intelligence
Or maybe wisdom.
plus proficiency, I would say. Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I could reasonably accept wisdom if you want to.
Well, it makes it one better. There you go.
Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, you're able to draw a pretty good map of the surrounding area. Their map seems to be very much plotted out in a way of like, okay, we're gonna work here, don't go there. We found something here. In the future, mine here. There's like, okay, here are several caves that we believe lead back to some of our lost cities. Might want to re-explore those later, though keep it on the down low, yada yada.
Yeah. Excuse me for one moment. As Ghost is busily making that map copy, I need to step away from the computer for a second. Be right back. Come through.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah, we hit it. Yeah, we hit
Okay. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Okay. Anyone else doing anything though?
For one more gem, good dwarf, what can you tell us of any creatures that we should be wary of in the region?
Well, I think whatever is in the dead zone is probably not very good news. We did say we saw some purple wormy things. Giants around the area have been, well, they used to be pretty passive, but been a bit more vicious lately. So maybe keep an eye out for them, or not. It's hard to miss a giant. I can't think of much else. The surface level, this area is pretty safe. Just know to avoid the big creatures that look like they could eat you. But again, I don't know about the dead zone, and we don't go there for a reason.
Yes. Well, unfortunately for us, we have business there.
Oh, Well, I will wish you good luck. Let me double check something.
Muradin, unless it's a different god. Dwarves usually worship
Mondis.
Muradin.
May Mondis guide you well. Moradin is if I was using the standard gods. But Mondis is my go-to dwarven god. May Mondis guide you well, well, if we have to recover your bodies, we'll give you slightly better than average burial.
I suppose that's the best we can ask for. What did your dwarf say? Keep your feet on the ground? Yes, that's it.
Ah, yes, that is definitely a good dwarven saying. Keep your feet on the ground and your eyes on the mine ahead. Don't get blinded by treasures that aren't already yours.
So, I guess while Ghost is copying the map, we slowly begin to head out.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you've copied the map. There's a few notes. Between this session and next, I will probably do a slightly more detailed map that could show, well, a lot of potential plot hooks, because their map was pretty detailed with all the stuff they've been scouting and discovering in the last 5 years, including, tunnels, where they think good mines would be, where they think could lead to old dwarven cities, all that stuff.
Alright.
Okay, let's see. I'm just double checking something. Okay, that'll be good. All right. So yeah, you have a bit of a lay of the land. You think the dead zone is good. They have told you, yeah, we found some kind of temple. It was very strange, made of black stone, and didn't seem to like any of the magical lights we brought. But torches were just fine. And with that hint, let me check my notes. Okay, yes. So, with that and what you learned about the six goddesses back at the Belarus temple, you think this is the second oldest sister, Telna, goddess of darkness and fire. Why a goddess would be of both darkness and fire, you're not 100% sure on.
Well, it kind of makes sense. She's a goddess of duality. Darkness, fire beats out darkness, but also fire creates darkness in the form of shadows.
Very good, yes. Yeah, she basically represents like the discovery, like the fire that lit the original darkness and was able to show humanity into a new era. Okay.
So with so few people, it's not a bit quiet
Yeah,
and easier.
no, because Thoric stepped away. Ghost is double checking, is checking with Sparrow, Amy.
Pearl is almost here. He says he's going to get
Pearl's
quite meet.
almost here. Cedric said he'll be here hopefully soon, which will be very good because I can at least, not gonna run the temple, but I could run like a small combat or something.
Hang on, I'm getting a call.
Oh, okay.
I'm back.
Okay, good. Welcome back. Let's see. Yeah. Actually, I had a really interesting idea for a combat encounter over the weekend. I'm like, wait, no, I'm not doing that in the second temple. Save it for the third. Yeah, that it would be. I can't throw all my good cards in the second temple.
I'm back, by the way. I don't know if you guys are waiting on me.
Oh, okay. Welcome back. So there's you. All right. So we have Yat. Thorak went somewhere for a second, I believe. Let me check. And we're waiting for others, but yeah, you guys were able to copy a map. You know generally where the temple is. It's in the same valley as that they consider the dead zone. The map is very good. I'll create one sometime in the next few days and post it up because it'll have other plot hooks and stuff you guys can do. Because again, the dwarves have been scouting this area for the last 5 years, and there's a lot of interesting stuff that they like. We might check this out at some point, but we're kind of busy gathering resources. And I'm just double checking the monster stat blocks.
So, Lady Jonah, have you regretted your decision to come with us? You could have stayed behind with the dwarves.
Yeah. Well, last time I dealt with dwarves, they don't tend to move very fast, especially lately. Again, if this will take me in the direction of a more of a city, then it would be different. But these dwarves appear to be camping out for several years, so I'm fine coming with you guys. I don't know how much help I will be. I think I might just wait outside. I don't want to go into any spooky dark temple.
And that is, of course, your prerogative.
Okay. All right. Is Thoric, are you back?
Yeah.
Okay. So, how does the party want to move forward? Everyone should be here right now. Again, we're waiting for like the other three, but they can join in when they can.
I think
suppose-
our
Okay, go ahead,
best
sorry.
bet is Void Gear Wielder should probably take up the front.
Yes, that makes sense. Also, we should probably scout out the valley properly before we proceed inside of it.
Yeah.
All right.
So Fajal will once again call upon his familiar to scout out ahead.
Okay. Roll me perception for your familiar. Or investigation, maybe. Yeah, investigation.
Well, investigation would have been... Hang on. I got a 3 for perception. I can roll investigation, hang on. I believe Scorpion's got a -5 for intelligence. Let me double check. Not exactly the smartest bunch. Yeah, -5. He has a 1 in intelligence.
Well, I mean, I'll take the 3, but I don't know.
Yeah, that's a 6.
Okay. So you search out. It's a decent-sized valley area, probably about 1.5 miles all the way across. Seems to be a large wooded area. But yeah, the trees, while they're still standing, they're not really alive. Or if they are very much straggling. The grass is all dead. The lighter shrubbery is dead. The air is it seems very still. There's no animals. There's no like squirrels, or deer, or anything. You do occasionally hear like a churning sound coming from the ground and a strange wind blowing through the trees, but not really animals, or at the very least, no surface animals. The area is very much dead, but you do know that there is some natural rocky formations that seems almost as if like rocks tried to fall and block away, but couldn't, leaving a small cave entrance.
I believe this is the right place. There's not much life ahead. Some trees, but they look weak and feeble. Hardly any grass. And there's a cave mouth a few leagues ahead.
Okay. How do you guys want to handle this? Are you just going to walk valiantly into the valley? Or are you going to do anything else?
Yeah, I don't know. I think I just walk in.
Wait.
I would like to scout ahead of the party, rather than let them all just stumble headlong into a trap.
Geralt, can you bless the lead members with some protection spells?
I can do that.
Yeah, sure
I'll guide
thing,
you.
man.
I'll guide you.
I'll guide you.
No, I was thinking of protection from evil and good. I think he has that prepared.
He might, yeah.
I mean, I think you guys did a very good impression of him.
Yeah,
I'll guide you.
He has protection from evil and good, so I think he'd probably cast that on Forak. I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah.
So for 10 minutes, you are of advantage against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fiends, and undead.
I don't know how much I see, but nothing sees me. As I do some scouting.
Yeah. As you're looking through the trees, you feel a strange wind blowing. You look around, and it doesn't appear to be a normal wind. The wind seems to be almost glowing with colors, almost like you're looking at like a very close to the ground aurora borealis. That's kind of flittering around through the trees every here now and then, giving off a strange sound.
Don't go too far ahead.
Don't go into the lights, Caroline.
We should stick ahead. Stick together.
Alright, can I get any indication of what this thing is? Can I follow it? Can I...
No. Do you hear what Fajal said?
I'm not sure that I'm even within earshot anymore.
Well, that's why he said this send this familiar to scout in case it dies. You are a bit more valuable than the scorpion.
Well, I appreciate that. That might be the nicest thing that Charles ever said to me.
Well, it's only because we can get on the scorpion.
And the scorpion can't fly as well as you can.
The scorpion's expendable, you're not. That's the sweetest thing you've ever said. No, literally, the scorpion's expendable. I can conjure another one tomorrow.
Exactly.
Alright, but I'm seeing this flitting glitter cloud.
Yep.
Alright.
It looks like, again, a close-to-the-ground Aurora Borealis that's kind of just floating around through the trees like wind.
If any idea, should I roll Arcana or Nature to see if I know what this is?
You can try, yes.
14 Arcana.
Okay. I mean, it's very close to the ground. It's clearly not an actual Aurora Borealis.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Seems to be possibly a creature or some kind of magical effect. You don't know what it is off the top of your head. It doesn't seem to follow any of the base rules. You do see that if it is a creature, it doesn't appear to be fully corporeal.
I don't like that.
While you're scouting ahead, Forak and Fajal would probably start heading slowly after you. Just you're not too far ahead.
And once the rest of the group enters the forest, well, first off, you hear a sound, very much like kind of like cicadas chirping, and as the sound, it only lasts for a brief moment before Ghost, you see this Aurora Borealis kind of turn and start heading in the direction that the rest of the party is.
Alright, once Fajal sees it, can he roll Arcana and see what he knows of it?
I will make my hawk call to alert the party that there's something coming their way. But at this point, I realize I probably should have taught the party the series of bird calls that would be used to alert them to different things, and curse myself for never having done so.
Correct points to the bird, says there's a bird.
But I believe that's Ghost's familiar.
So,
I don't think Ghosts ever had a familiar.
Shimmering aurora-like colors flittering around the tops of the treetops, kind of heading in your direction, not in a straight path, but definitely heading towards you. It's many different colors, greens and yellows and blues and reds around the tips.
29 for an Arcana check.
Okay. The creature, while you don't detect any magic from it, so it's definitely a creature of some kind. You have no clue what the creature would be like. It's not corporeal. You're not even sure how intelligent it is, but it's moving very fast. And it seems to be attracted towards you guys.
I believe it might be attracted by our magic. I remember the Dragonborn warned us of this. To test his hypothesis, Fajal will take out his wand and fire off a quick acid bolt in a different direction from them, so that to see if it follows after it. I'm not aiming anything in particular, like maybe a tree or something like that.
Yeah, and the creature does briefly turn and kind of follow the acid bolt before turning its attention back to you guys.
Yes, definitely attracted by magic. Probably all those magical artifacts we have.
You begin to hear a wailing cry echo out from the creature. Everyone make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh boy.
Come on.
Thorak, I'm going to say you have advantage.
15.
Also, don't forget about the +3 bonus from Geralt's aura protection.
18.
Ghost, you do not have advantage. There's all. Okay, Thorak, you succeeded. The other two technically failed because they don't have advantage. So let me check. And actually, I don't think it would have affected Thorak. He's technically a construct.
I think it would have affected Ghost because he's technically, yeah. He's technically not affected.
Why is Ghost not affected?
It's worth a shot.
I mean, if you want to tell me Ghost is an undead, then.
Well, I didn't want to say it in front of the rest of the party.
I mean, Shadow Sorcerers are pretty close to being undead.
I do actually have an ability that I get, Grip of the Grave, where when I actually die, I instead go, no, I'm not dead. But I don't have that yet. I'm not doing that right now.
So you are charmed and under the effect of the confusion spell.
I really like someone, but I'm not really sure how I feel about that.
So yeah, you are charmed. You cannot target this creature, and you are just kind of like, as you all hear this sound, Ghost, you're still even hidden, but you are close enough to the creature to hear it singing, and you just kind of your gaze unfocuses. You're not staring at anything, and you're just humming along to this eerie tune. Thorak, you watch as all of your companions are suddenly struck almost dumb while staring at this creature as it begins heading towards you a bit faster than it was before.
To be fair, some of his companions were pretty dumb before that started.
Yeah, Thorak probably sees they're in a stupor, and he's probably just gonna, like, just start... He can't really stop the creature from attacking. That's probably gonna happen no matter what he does. So he's probably gonna try and just, like, slap around some of his teammates who are beyond anything other than he can do. Is he can just slap people. That's what he's got right now. He doesn't have any magic to undo whatever just happened.
Are we rolling initiative?
Yes. Put your characters on the map. Roll initiative.
One, two. What do we got? 16.
You have advantage on initiative as well?
As a you get it level 7 as a barbarian.
Cool.
20. We're fighting a ball.
Nat 20. That means I act twice in the first round.
No, it does not. But
I think we should swap our locations. Ghost, you are further ahead, so you should be where we are.
I thought it went past me.
yeah, it would have been past you. So let's say Ghost is over here.
Which one's the creature? What is this in the middle?
That is again. I can't find an image of Aurora Borealis. That's what we're using.
Okay.
It has +5. $15. That's actually not bad. Not great considering what you guys got.
Wait, so which one is the creature? This thing right here?
Yes, the big
Okay.
thing. And the other creature is that one has a +6.
This is the creature, Thorak.
The other one has an 11.
That's Ghost's bird.
Oh. I'm really zoomed out. I couldn't even tell. Wait, what?
And I do have a second creature on the board. That
Yeah,
okay.
I don't have a bird on the board.
yeah, I have a second creature. You guys might not see it yet, but I do have one there.
My bird is a raven, which I never actually send out.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the first I've ever heard of this bird.
So, Thazal, it's your turn, but you're under the effect of confusion.
Roll a d10.
Yeah, roll a d10.
I think it's you have to draw that. Oh no, you, okay, I must roll a d10, fine. 10. Creature can act and move normally.
Yep.
Okay.
So racing towards you is this, again, it looks like an Aurora Borealis, though as it gets closer, it looks like it's made of screaming things.
Alright, Fajal is going to cast a spell magic on himself.
Okay. You cast Dispel Magic.
Does that get rid of the confusion?
It's not a spell, so... I'm trying to see.
Well, it would just get rid of any magical effects like that.
It is a magical effect, even if it's not cast from a spell.
Let me see.
I mean, it has a spell's effect, though. It should...
Effect, yes. But magic is one thing. This is... Well, it's void. Void is not magic. And except for void magic, which technically is magic. I'll say, yeah, the dispel magic works.
Okay, good. Well, that's Fajal's turn done with, because he can't do anything else, so he's just going to stay put, trailing his wand at the thing.
Okay, Ghost, your move.
I'm still charmed, so I can't actually shoot at this thing, correct?
You
gotta roll your d10.
Confusion effect, you roll a d10 to see what you can do.
4.
4. You can't move or take actions this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
But I can speak, right? Speaking's not an action.
Yeah, its effect says that you're like charmed and are supposed to be just humming along, but yeah, you can speak. You realize you're not aggressive towards this creature.
Yeah. I have no reason to be. It hasn't attacked me yet. Hey guys, this is a catchy tune. That's all I can do is say it. So there we go.
All right. Thorak, you like again. The rest of your party is stunned. Thazal managed to break the spell off of him, and is not as confused anymore. And again, the Aurora Borealis is heading right towards you, or not Borealis.
Rage and attack it.
Okay. So you're gonna rage and head towards the glowing light. Your attacks have disadvantage, but
okay,
Jesus Christ, that is a good roll.
Yeah, it's a 21 and 20.
Both of those.
Factoring rage damage, that's 22 damage slashing. And this is a void creature, right?
Yes, it is.
So that's 2 extra d6 for that's 6 extra on top, so 28. And that'll be my turn.
Oh wait, what? I need to double check because it has a okay. It has one ability that is really weird. I need to double check. If a creature looks at the aurora, it must make a wisdom save.
Okay.
I guess make a wisdom save.
Gotcha.
I'll give you advantage because of it's void, but you failed.
4.
Yeah. As long as you are. Okay. Wow, that is really harsh. You are incapacitated with a speed of 0 for 1 minute.
Oh, well, I'm already there.
Yes, your hits does count. I'm saying, but like the second you start hitting it, the void energy kind of freezes you up. Because you have the void gauntlet, you can re-roll, but you are incapacitated with a speed of 0 now.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's the creature's turn. It gets to make 2 attacks against you. First hit, 21.
Defensive duelist, I'll block it.
Okay. Second one, 14.
Miss.
Alright. and it's gonna just head right on through you and keep traveling.
Opportunity attack? Oh, wait. I already used my reaction. Never mind.
Yep. And you're incapacitated.
Am I re-rolling this save at the start or end of my turn?
End of your turn.
Okay.
But that's its turn, and then, yeah. The next creature's turn is... Okay. Ghost, you're still technically stealth, but while you're that, the ground beneath your feet begins to kind of bubble as a small army of purple worm-like creatures with sharp bladed teeth erupt
You
out
moved
of
that
the
close to
ground.
Thorak, not to me.
Oh yeah, no, to Thorak. It would have
Okay.
been Ghost because you would be closer to it, but you were hidden.
Nice.
Thorak, it is attacking you.
Okay.
So first attack 22.
Hit.
Second
Miss.
attack 11. Okay. So you take 2d8 piercing
Oh, alright.
and
Half.
4d6 void damage.
Am I getting protection from void damage whatsoever from the gauntlet, or just straight?
You didn't choose to get resistance to void damage, so you don't have it.
Was that one of the choices?
Yeah.
Really? I don't remember that. Okay,
Temporary
whatever.
resistance to void damage.
Ow. Temporary, okay.
Yes.
Okay. So what's the total?
Okay. You take 7 from the first hit and 18, so 25.
Gotcha.
But the creature is around your feet. Next up to Zal, it's your move.
One sec. Fajal is too distracted by the Aurora creature to probably even notice this one, so he's going to, drawing out his wand, he's going to start swirling it in a circle, and that will create a vortex-like effect as he's channeling the magic. And as he's finishing his incantation, he casts a spell Banishment. Please give me a charisma save. As he forces the creature inside like this vortex, shouting out to it, "Go back to the shadow!"
And it has a +8 charisma, 20.
Yeah, it passes, unfortunately. The creature resists the pull of the vortex, and the vortex closes after it fails to capture it. And he's going to get some distance from it, so he's going to run up, probably behind a tree. And that'll be his turn.
Alright. Ghost, you're still stunned. Roll me, you have the confusion effect. Roll me the d10.
Ben.
You are completely fine now. You're still charmed, so you can't attack it directly, but
But I can shoot this thing, can't I?
you can.
Then let's do that. Because it's attacking my homeboy.
Alright.
That. I don't think a 12 will hit.
12 will not hit, no.
Okay. So I don't have any means for acquiring advantage, but...
Couldn't you have, alright, isn't it a bonus action to, use your darkness spell as, like, your sorcerer point version of it?
It is, actually, yes. Drop my globe of darkness. But, because that doesn't affect you as badly, does it?
I mean, if something's touching me, I mean, it'll be disadvantage for both of us to hit each other, so it's not like it'll be that great of a deal. Though I'm not sure how darkness works with void creatures. It might help them out.
Well, I actually also realized that I don't actually have to put the darkness on enemies. I can just put it around myself.
Yeah, because they're not aware of where the shot.
Because then they can't see me, and if they're being attacked by someone they can't see, I have advantage. So let's do that. I'm not going to re-roll anything, but does a 17 hit?
The 17
If I drop my
yes.
circle.
Yep,
Draw a
17
circle.
hits.
Okay.
So you fire an arrow into the swarm of creatures, and it seems to stab through at least a few of them.
Got it.
All
Center
right.
that back where it's supposed to be. Ta-da!
Fully opaque. Alright, is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna attack this swarm.
Oh, so it has it taken damage yet? I don't think it actually has.
No,
Yeah, not
yet.
So it only takes the 22 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're still incapacitated.
I can still attack from where I am, though. Right?
Doesn't incapacitated mean no?
No.
It doesn't. I think, yeah, you're incapacitated. What is the condition? Incapacitated.
Can't take reactions or actions.
reactions.
Okay.
So, yeah, your end of your turn, you get a roll.
Okay. 15.
15. Nope, you are still incapacitated.
Okay.
Sorry. The Aurora's turn. It is going to come up and hit our beloved Thazal.
He's going to reaction shield, even if it misses. He's not. Yeah, good thing I did, because my AC is 21 with shield.
All right.
Actually, no, it's 19. Yeah, because I didn't have mage armor up yet. So the first one missed, the second one hits.
Second one does hit. Okay. So you will take 3d6 plus 5 cold damage. Oh, that's 1d6, sorry. 14 cold damage and 10 void damage.
Okay.
And the creature's going to keep moving on. Start heading towards Ghost. But that is its turn. Time for the Wormy's turn. And they're going to continue biting at Thorak. Crit into 24. I'm sorry.
Please.
Oh boy, so that is 68 piercing. So 24 or 12 piercing because of resistance. And is that 12d6 void damage?
Yeah, I'm gonna make that back to not opaque so you can see what's going on in it.
Yep. And 41 void damage.
Okay.
Are you still up?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's their turn. So loops back around to Thazal's turn.
Alright, Fajal can see the edge of the creature, right?
They can, yes.
Okay. Well down. He hasn't used this spell before, but it's the first time for everything. He's going to swallow his fear and approach it cautiously. And as he does so, he flicks out his wand and channels the energy of the radiant and holy magic he was gifted with. And as he does so, the wand acts like a hilt for a sword that springs to life burning with fire and golden holy light as he casts Blade of Wrath. And swinging at the creature. 18 to hit.
Yep.
You need to make a wisdom save.
Wisdom save for it? Okay.
I am not sure what the effect. Hang on, let me double check. On aberration, fiend, or undead, damaged by the blade. Is it an aberration, fiend, or undead?
It does count as an aberration, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, it will fail to save, and it's frightened until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So as the blade springs to life, he plunges it into the creature's incorporeal mass, and it feels the burning and the purity of the flames, and recoils in fear from it.
Alright. Okay. Yep.
That's his turn.
Okay. Ghost, it's your move.
Still charmed, correct?
Yes.
8.
8 on the confusion is...
Incoherently.
Eight. 7 to 8. Uses its action to make a melee attack against a random determined creature within its reach.
I don't have a melee creature within my reach.
If there is no creature within its reach, the creature does nothing this turn.
There we go.
Sorry. That's your turn.
That's alright, it's alright. There's just one thing I'm noticing is I'm looking for feats for an archer. There are 2 good archery feats and like 40 good melee feats, and I'm tempted to say, can I just take this feat but only have it apply with my bow?
Thorak, it's your move again.
$16.
16, you succeed. You are now no longer incapacitated. And I'll say you can still use your movement.
I don't do anything.
Okay. If that's what you want to do. The Aurora
Well, if I move, I'm getting an attack of opportunity, so that'd be dumb.
Sure. The Aurora is going to turn around and hit Fazal.
It's frightened, so it would have disadvantage.
Oh, you're right. It is frightened.
You have a frightened aura. Frightened
Aurora. Actually, wait. It does not have the frightened immunity, condition immunity. Okay. So yeah, it'll attack with disadvantage. That's a 20.
That hits.
And that's an 11. So the 20
11.
hits.
The 20 hits, yeah.
Hey, Cedric. What's up?
10 cold damage.
We need help.
I'm
15
popping
point
in.
damage. And Cedric is joining. Welcome. Would you like to just start off with a random fact about your character, and then I'll add you to the end of the initiative?
Why don't we get me at the end since we're in the middle of combat?
Okay, yeah, we can do that at the end of combat. So that was the Aurora's turn. Next up, the worms are going to attack.
Miss. I'll react and block that.
Okay. 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 Okay, that's the end of the turn. Or that's the end of its turn. End of the initiative. Cedric.
Yeah, so what are we fighting right now, and where do you want me to be?
Okay. Probably you would be behind Thorak here.
Okay.
And so what happened was you guys were investigating a valley, the corrupted valley, where you think the temple that is corrupted by Void is. While scouting it out, Ghost discovered that there was a magical aurora borealis or something like that looked like that immediately tried to stun and attack you guys as you entered the valley. And also apparently worms in the dirt, like very toothy purple-colored worms that are biting at Thorak's feet. I'm gonna say you were under the effects of its confusion, but you are just now breaking out of it. Because, yeah.
Perfect. So I'll turn to Thorak.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. Sorry to interrupt. I forgot to roll con saves for my concentration. Sorry.
No, that's good. That's important to do.
Yeah. The sword goes away, unfortunately.
All right. And the sword was actually doing pretty good damage because that was a divine spell, and well, your divine spells. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, was it frightened of Thajal?
Yes, because the sword inflicts fear on certain types of creature types.
Shouldn't it have ran away then? Oh no, that's different. That's a different condition.
Yeah.
That's the fear effect. Yeah.
Yeah. Different condition. Yeah.
So looking at this worm next to Thorak.
It's like a bunch of them.
Well,
Okay.
It is fucking him up right now.
Okay, good to know. That's what I want.
worm creatures.
Like a big swarm.
I'm gonna, seeing friend didn't need, I'm gonna pull out the hand crossbow and put on a +2 bolt. I'm guessing a 25 hits.
25 does hit.
You rolled a 1 on damage dice.
I'm gonna actually re-roll that damage with Piercer. Okay, never mind. So add extra 2.
Because it was
So
+2.
Yeah.
And then sneak attack. My tab got closed, sorry. Sneak attack.
Alright.
Okay. 2 1s and a 2 2s. Great start. I'm gonna take an extra. I'll use my bonus action to take another shot.
Alright.
I'll put a +1 bolt onto this.
That's much better, yes.
Yep. Okay. So 11 damage on that, and I'm gonna get up and close and personal. So try and drag some of the aggro of them onto me, and that'll be my turn.
Okay. That's your turn. Thazal, it's your move.
Well, since the blade did so well last time, he's going to conjure it again.
Okay.
Sacrificing his last third level slot. Hopefully he'll stick it this time. And yeah, he's going to swing out again.
Okay. I will point out disadvantage on physical attack. I forgot to mention that last time.
Oh, well, that's a huge deal, actually.
Is that on this one next to Thajal?
Yeah.
Okay.
I apologize for the token. I didn't have one prepared for this creature. And it looks like a giant aurora borealis, so rainbow colored or bluish.
That's a 17 to hit.
17 does hit, yes.
Right, it takes 13 fire, 9 radiant. Roll me a wisdom save.
Yeah, I will indeed.
Nice.
It fails. It's frightened again. Nice.
And it looks to be... Again, it's a cloud, but you're definitely starting to burn away what you can see of it.
And yeah, it's Fajal's turn. He's just hacking away at it.
Okay. Ghost, your move. Break.
First, I gotta roll my dice.
Yep, roll your
Do I get to make new saves at any point, or?
It hasn't attacked you. Let me actually. Yes, you can make a new save. I will allow it.
It's a wisdom saving throw, correct?
Yeah.
If I failed,
Yes, Thazal's recent damage made it so that its singing was interrupted.
I still only got a 13.
13 is still not high enough, though.
Okay, so I got a 4 on my random die roll. See what I do.
4 for confusion. I think that's nothing, but yeah, you take
I'm pretty
no
sure it's
action
nothing.
this turn.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
Alright. You know what? I'm not getting my ass handed to me. I'm just sitting over here humming along.
Yep.
It couldn't find you if it wanted to.
Yeah, I'm also inside the darkness. I'm assuming that doesn't matter to the Aurora Borealis there, but I'm just inside my globe of darkness singing a little song.
Yep. Thorak, it's your move.
Stuck in your head now. You can't even though it's not singing anymore. Alright, I'll just attack the swarm.
Got it.
Nat 20 and 16.
Okay. Both do hit.
Okay. So the roll it did. Okay. So 14 from the first attack and 10 plus 10 for the second attack, and then 2 for rage damage for the second attack, and also an extra hit, another die because of my race.
Another 3d6 for Void.
Yeah, another. I'll do 46 because of the. It does hit with the d6, right?
Yeah.
It does. Okay. I'm putting a fourth one because what's it called? Brutal critical.
Okay, yeah.
13 on top. So that's like what? 22 plus the 14 plus the 13.
Okay. While a lot of the attacks have not been doing as much, you think this creature might be resistant to, like, piercing and slashing? It looks like it is, like, horribly suffering and, like, screeching under your assault.
I don't have a potion. Okay. That'll be my turn then.
Okay. The Aurora is going to make one attack against the Zal.
Disadvantage, don't forget.
Disadvantage.
Is it still frightened? Because you...
Well, it failed to save.
It failed.
No, oh, yes, you're right. It did.
He did it again.
I forgot. 19.
Oof. Okay.
19 hits. Actually, no, wait. He's going to cast shield. That would bring his AC to 19. Would that still hit?
Meets it, beats it.
Yeah, well, that hits then.
Okay. So you take 12 cold damage. And... 9 void damage.
Okay, he's down.
Okay. And the Aurora is going to come over and start attack and make another attack against Cedric.
Do 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 do
20
do
against Cedric's AC.
do 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 do. I'm just humming and tapping along over here. Do 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 do.
Oh shit, I didn't realize I was muted. I'm gonna cast shield to bring me to 22 AC.
Okay, so you block the attack. Okay, that's the creature's turn. Now it's the worm. The worm is very angry from the last few hits it's taken. And I'm gonna need dex saves from both Thorak and Cedric as it begins spraying much smaller worms out of its mouth.
12.
That's a fail.
Nat 20.
That's a success. And I think you take no damage for successes.
Correct.
Okay. So, Thorak, you are going to take... 14 piercing and 17 void.
That knocks me out, but I'm gonna relentless endurance
Yep.
and stay up.
Yep.
Okay.
Cedric, it's your turn.
Well, what about? Oh, right. Okay, sorry. Never mind.
Is it... So just double check, it's an action to pour a potion in someone's mouth?
Yes.
You got a cunning action if you want to get to the shawl.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I'm gonna take disengage so I can move her to the shawl. I'm gonna pour a potion of healing into your mouth. Just the basic one, but something to get you back up.
I'm surprised you guys still have those.
It's my last one. So it's 2d4 plus 4, right?
2d4 plus 2.
2. So it takes 7.
Alright, Rajal snaps his eyes open and starts coughing up blood. Thank you.
You're also free to try and snap a ghost out of his funk at any time. I will point that out.
Does that...
That first ghost is in the darkness and hidden.
That's true.
Good luck finding him.
And would that be an action or bonus action to do?
I don't know if he can shout at me and snap me out of it.
Yeah, we'll say Cedric tries shouting in the darkness. Ghost, where are you? Get out here. And I'm going to try and be a human shield for Thajal.
Got it.
And that'll be my turn.
Thajal, it's your turn. You're on the ground, but you're alive.
He's going to spend half his movement to stand back up. And... He is going to... So the worms are... It's a swarm, right? Swarm of worms?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. He's going to cast his scorpion sting at them. So waving his wand, it will produce a stream of acid that will hopefully cover at least most of them. Let me just roll the hit. That is a... Yeah, they take 12 acid damage, and they'll take a further 4 acid damage at the end of their next turn.
Okay.
As they're covered in virulent purple acid that melts away at them.
Yeah. I mean, it's hard to tell because they're already purple and slimy, but now they're covered in more purple slime. But they are definitely hissing aggressively as smoke is rising from them. Ghost, you can roll.
A new save.
Yep.
Do.
Would he get like maybe a +1 or +2 since I was yelling to him at all?
He makes the save because...
Oh, I gotcha.
Nope. Failed. 4.
So roll your d10.
Seven.
I think that's still nothing, but let me double check.
I think that's the attack creature, nearest creature in melee, and there's no one near me.
Yep.
Just shoot off a random arrow.
Why?
Trust me, you guys don't want me randomly shooting one of you.
Yeah, a sharpshooter that will...
This fight is kind of going sour. I will add in Aaron at the end of this round. Because, yeah. I'm going to say she broke finally out of her funk as well. So we'll have some kind of support. But Thorak, it's your turn. There's 2 creatures right next to you.
I'm not staying here. I'm disengaging and going inside the darkness. Because I know I'm semi-safe in the darkness. And I don't have any potions, I don't think. No. So that'll be my turn.
Alright. It's the Aurora's turn, and it's going to go 1 attack on Cedric. 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna shield again, so...
Okay.
I'll burn my reaction.
And then it's going to keep moving and try to go after Thorak, but I don't think it has enough movement. That's that. Worm's turn, and they're going to go after Cedric.
Okay. And my shield will still technically be up for these attacks.
Yep. So
They rolled that anyway.
They are like coming in and out of the dirt, jumping at you, and kind of smacking off a shield. That's that. That's them. Next up, that's your turn now.
Yeah. I'm gonna use my bonus action to summon my Shadow Blade, because it looked like my arrows weren't doing much, right?
They weren't piercing as well as they normally should have, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action, bring out my Shadow Blade, and I'll summon that. Then I will cast Booming Blade as my action, the cantrip. And I'll attack the worms in front of me.
Okay.
5.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Oh,
So,
psychic damage.
14 psychic, 2 thunder, and if they move at all, they're gonna take an extra 2d8.
Okay. While the thunder damage definitely seemed to work, you watch as your Shadow Blade just passes through them harmlessly.
That's not good. And I don't get sneak attack because nobody's close enough, so that'll be my turn.
Okay. Let me pull up Aaron's sheet. I'll have to cut this part out, because I didn't have it ready, but yeah. Spells. Aaron, seeing Thorak in a bad, Thazal in bad, is gonna rush up and cast a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
Alright.
Which is only 7.
Jeez.
That's alright.
Thazal, it's your move.
Oh yeah, did you take 4 from the worm?
Yep, I'll count that, yep.
Alright,
A bit more dire straits right now.
okay, well then he'll finish it off with an acid bolt.
Okay.
12 to hit?
Oh.
12 does not hit.
Okay. In that case, he's going to skirt around the edge of the darkness, hiding behind a tree for some cover, and that'll be his turn.
Okay. Ghost.
Let's go, Ghost.
Yeah. Make another save.
You got this.
Oh, sorry, the save first.
There you go.
But
Sorry, I gotta
even
make-
if you
I gotta
take
make-
the save, you can attack the worms.
I failed to
You can attack
save.
the worms.
I can attack the worm. Alright,
We're
I'm gonna
allowed to
go.
attack the worms.
I'm gonna go balls out on the worm.
I think they're dead.
I think it dies.
The worms are dead. Even with their resistance to piercing damage, they are dead.
Jeez.
I actually, because I have a feat, I'm deciding between Piercer and Metamagic Adept, and it just seems like there's not really any Metamagic choices that are worth taking. So, fun win with Piercer is when I score a critical hit, I deal an extra dice of damage. So, I think I'm going that way, taking the Piercer feat.
Well, it's dead.
Yeah.
Really dead.
Yep.
Thorak, you're in darkness.
That is a good thing. Can I hear Ghost humming to himself right now?
Yeah.
I call to him, Ghost, do you have any potions?
Yeah, sure.
I can't. Mind if I grab one of those?
Not at all. I'm in here.
I follow his voice and walk up to him. Can I just use my bonus action, just drink a
Except for
potion?
I'm still hidden. And
You're yelling out to me, I can hear you.
Yes, I'm yelling out to you, but I'm hidden in the darkness. Go ahead and roll your perception check to try and find me.
I'll use my
stealth
tattoo.
was a 28.
I'll use my tattoo and I'll try and find him. Perception. This is the -1. I don't think it's possible mathematically for me to actually find you here. Unless I'm at 20. 16.
Just don't get into melee range, because if I'm still failed that save.
Yep. I'm probably just gonna keep heading away from the monster.
Alright.
I'll just stay in the darkness though, so I'll go here. There's no way it's gonna be able to follow me in the darkness. Because I'm not heading in a straight line.
Oh yeah, no, the creature with blind sight definitely can't follow you in the darkness.
Oh.
I apologize, because it's my constant use of darkness that has caused the DM to give every creature we fight blind sight.
Hey, the worms didn't have blind sight, so you were hiding from them.
Yeah.
I'm out. I'm 100% just knocked out here.
Well, no, the funny thing is, even if it has blind sight, it still has to make a perception roll to see me.
It missed.
The 18 missed? Okay.
Yeah, both of them.
Let's go.
It has advantage because you can't see it.
What?
It's true. In the darkness. Yep.
Oh, okay.
And then an attack against Thazal at advantage.
Jeez.
19.
Wait, how is it hitting me? It's not melee range.
You're what?
How's it hitting me? It's not melee range.
It's not anywhere near it, Thajal. Well, unless it moved, but
It
again, you
moved
can
and
attack, move, and attack if you have multiple attacks.
That's true. If it moved, then yeah. Okay. 19 that hits.
Okay.
Did you already use your reaction?
I think
Well, if I use my shield, that'll be the exact AC I have.
Yeah.
Well, I'm down again.
19 cold damage.
I'm down again.
And 12
Yep.
void damage.
I'm down again.
Yeah.
Can I see it like poking out from the darkness?
You do see it briefly, like, flitter out of the darkness and strike Thazal, but it is pretty much in the darkness.
Okay.
Worms are dead. Cedric, it's your move.
Well, so I don't. So last time I saw it, just attacked Thajal, right?
Yep.
I am gonna. I guess I'll just stand here and hold a booming blade as my action, just because I don't know where it is.
Alright. Yeah, if you see it again, you will strike it. It's Aaron's turn. Now let's throw a Cure Wounds on Thazal.
Back up, back down, back up, back down.
There really should be a negative for that. You can't just like spring up and down like a springboard without consequences.
It's the yo-yo.
I mean, you use it in
I
magic.
can start doing lingering injuries. Every time you go down and get back up, you get a lingering injury. If you guys want me to do that.
I was thinking of like the second time, the first time you're fine, but the second time you come up, you get an exhaustion level, and that stacks. Does that make sense?
We can do that.
Yeah,
That's
sounds
gonna
good.
hurt mostly you, as the wizard. Just so you know.
Well, I just feel it's a bit ridiculous that he's like springing her back up at full felt like
Oh,
finally.
I mean, it's magic.
You are a life and death yo-yo right now.
You're
Hey,
doing. You
guys.
should be gaining strength from how many push-ups you're doing.
Yeah, you
Hey
get big.
guys,
Hi.
Hey,
Hey, Burl.
I'm surprised no one pinged me because I totally forgot about it after I ate my food.
what?
I literally said I'll be there in 20. I ate food and I got home and I was just like, oh, I'm just gonna, oh shit, it's the game's happening right now.
Well, to be fair, it's not really our job to, to
Character fact.
Well, I think we're gonna do this after combat.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Wait, did we level up to level 8?
Yes.
Oh shit, I gotta. Oh, damn it, I gotta.
The party is currently fighting an Aurora Borealis that is very mad.
I don't know how to fight one of those.
Neither does most of the rest of the party.
Warhorse coming in on ya.
I'm not
In the
fighting
middle of
it.
the
I'm
darkness.
just singing and clapping.
That is true. Ghost has been charmed by it the entire fight.
All right, I'm here.
All right. Well, you're not in the darkness, I would hope.
No, I don't know. Hold on. I'll place. Yeah, there I am.
Okay, so I'm gonna say because it's the end of the turn order. It's your turn. You just broke out of its charm effect. There's a wall of darkness, and you're pretty sure there is some kind of creature lurking in, hunting you guys.
Awesome sauce, I guess. So yeah, I put my initiative down there. The
Okay.
18.
I mean, I'm just gonna give you a turn right now, but if you want.
Okay. Where is this it right there?
Yes, it's inside the orb of darkness.
So you don't know where it is.
It does have blind sight though, so it can see you.
Yep.
God
it can
damn.
see you. You can't see it.
So Cedric's holding an action to attack it next time it pops out.
I will ride over here next to the Zal on my warhorse, and I will hold an attack too if it attacks. Wait, I opened Amazon. Hold on. Why am I so useless, man? In real life and in D&D. All right. Yeah, I'm here. Just wait. I'm just gonna hold my action. Hold an attack if anything tries to attack me.
Okay. So you're at the bottom. Thazal, it's your move.
He's pissed off. The darkness is serving nobody but the creature, so he's going to cast Dispel Magic on it.
That's a good idea.
Sacrificing his
This is dispelled.
4th level slot, because that's all he has left.
You have to make a caster level check or something.
No, it's a 2nd level spell. It automatically gets dispelled.
Okay.
Especially since I cast at 4th level. It's overkill.
Yeah.
So your darkness is gone, and Fajal yells at you, "Don't cast that blasted spell again! It serves no one but the enemy!" And, yeah, he's just going to back off and sort of, like, lick his wounds, not literally, but vigorously.
Okay.
And that's his turn.
Ghost, you are free to try and make a save.
Yay! I gotta fail another save.
Why are you trying to keep the darkness up?
I'm not
No,
trying to keep it up.
He's
I'm trying
to save against confusion.
Oh.
Both Gerald. Well, actually, wait. Gerald gets the attack.
I haven't rolled better than an 11 on my saves.
It is a surprisingly high DC for this creature.
If I didn't get lucky and save for the first attempt at this, Thor could probably still be confused at this point in the fight. So he'd be right there with Ghost.
Jake, wouldn't Gerald get an attack since he was holding an action to attack and he's within range?
Gerald was if he gets attacked.
Well, I was waiting for it to pop out of the darkness.
But it didn't pop out of the darkness. The darkness just disappeared.
Okay, I think you know what we mean.
You know what we mean. You're just trying
Come on,
to...
Jake, don't be semantic.
Attack.
I do not, though, because I'm...
And my horse does, too. Let's go.
Oh, but if it's a melee attack, it has disadvantage. Because the creature is non-corporeal.
Alright. 10 doesn't hit, right?
10 does not hit.
I can't... Even if I hit this thing, it's like, God, how am I supposed to hit this thing? It's incorporeal.
You should still roll it.
You know what? I'm going to roll it dis anyway, just going for it. 10. No. 17?
17 does hit, yes.
24. And giving it a smite. Boom, 11.
Okay, the attack works fine. Well, I'm gonna need you to roll plus half your caster level.
Roll plus half my caster level, so 1d10 plus 8?
Plus 4.
Yes. Because again, it's a void creature.
You gotta roll to see if it works.
Wait, 1d20 plus 4?
Yes.
Half my caster level. 23.
What any religious abilities, divine abilities work. Okay, the smite does work, but it doesn't seem to take any damage from it.
I hate the void. I hate this. I hate my life.
Maybe you should get your hands on some void gear. Then you'll be better off.
Oh yeah.
We'll try and get you one.
Yeah, get your own soul devouring gauntlet, or
Yes, because I totally want a gauntlet that's named Sausage that tries to eat my soul.
We had a little.
You could have an invisible Navi that only you can see, and it's just, hey, look, listen, hey.
Thorek and the Reaper had a bit of a lovers' quarrel, and now they've decided to just call it the Reaper.
So no longer the Sausage?
No longer Sausage.
Not even gonna... Yeah, alright.
I mean, how would you like it if someone, like, you had a badass name and then suddenly someone just is calling you Sausage?
Alright.
But that's your turn. Ghost, you failed the save. Roll the d10. Actually, well, it wouldn't matter, because no matter what, you're still charmed. So, yeah, that's Ghost's turn. It would be Gerald's turn, but I believe he is at the bottom of initiative because he joined late.
I mean, 18, so I'm guessed, yeah.
If you want, sure.
So,
It
you're
can
at the
be
bottom
your
of
turn
me.
now. Gerald, it's your turn. The creature is in front of you.
Still at dis, huh?
Yep.
Can I do anything that would just... Hold on, I'm looking at some stuff. Alright, guess I'm just gonna swing at it. 16 hit?
16 does not, does hit, yes.
For 24 damage.
Okay.
Does...
You are cleaving through this cloud of energy.
Does 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Alright, can I do anything else as my bonus action? No,
Yeah, a few
I
spells.
can't do anything else. I can't really do anything. Oh wait, I still get it. My horse can attack too. Which is also at this. Yeah, 17
17 does hit.
for 16 bludgeoning.
How does your horse do more damage than me?
It's a large creature.
I mean, have you seen what a warhorse looks like in real life? They're fucking huge.
Alright, Thorek, it's your move. The creature is looking very damaged because I guess clouds and
Thorak's
horses
dead.
don't mix well together.
Attack twice with rage. He's pissed. That's flanking. So 2 nat 20s.
Yeah? I don't think it matters what you roll for damage. How do you want to flavor this? Because you have Void Slayer and 2 crits.
Yeah. So what is that? And that's like 4. How many extra d6 would that be? With brutal critical and such.
Don't even worry about it. Just kill it however you want.
Just flavor
Thorek
how
is-
you want to kill it. It is dead.
Thorek is covered in like those worms. They're still clinging onto his skin. He's covered in his own blood. He's almost passed out like twice. He is pissed and he is angrily slashing at this. He can't really even tell what shape it is, but he's tearing its ribbons. He's having fun. He's got a big smile on his face as he does it.
I like how you still did less damage than Gerald and you showed up at the very end.
I mean, I crit earlier too. This is a pretty big one.
Yeah, this is yeah. But congratulations, you have defeated 2 of the void creatures. As the smoke, all of your hits seems to cut it deeper into it and disintegrate it. It actually seems almost similar to what would happen as if you were using the World Breaker axe, which none of you used in this fight, I will point out.
Oh wait, we still have it?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, maybe I should have used it.
Maybe you should have.
Feel like it is.
Pretty much as soon as it like de-apparates and just goes away, probably just disperses into the air, Thorak just walks up to Aaron and says, "Heal, please," before I pass out.
And Aaron,
Speaking of passing out, Fajal is going to.
heal, she will use her strongest spell and cast Cure Wounds. 25. But as the creature is destroyed, its song is over. Everyone who was affected by the charm and confusion breaks free. Jonah approaches and is like, "Hey, where'd the pretty music go?"
That was a monster. That was a monster, Jonah.
Oh. Well, it was pretty music, I think. Maybe it wasn't.
Yeah, the only reason Thorak passed his wisdom save is because he was sticking a finger in his ear, cleaning it out when its song started. That's how I'm flavoring the. I really shouldn't have passed that with my negative.
And we're just like la la la. I can't hear you la la la.
He was just
Oh,
digging
you
a
know
finger
what?
in
I
his
wasn't
ear,
even there
cleaning
for
it
the
out.
saves. Is it wisdom saves?
Yeah, it was.
He was just flavoring it so anyone that showed up just they failed, but you sort of snap out of it when you showed up.
Here to make the first save, I was just saying you failed. Cause, yeah, you.
It makes sense. You'd be out of the fight.
Was it a wisdom save?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a wisdom save.
What, you testing
Actually,
it out?
it's a 16.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would.
My wisdom isn't right. It's a 16.
That would just meet the DC. So I guess you would have passed.
Woo!
But again, you weren't there, so you failed automatically.
I get it. Damn, sad.
But you guys are once again you're a bit damaged from the fight, but you're in the Deadwoods, the corrupted forest right now. Erin is more than happy to throw some more healings. I forgot she actually has a prayer of healing, so she would do that. Everyone gets 10.
She can't even do it right. I can do it better than her.
Does Prayer of Healing heal, or is it providing other effects?
Everybody around.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying, does it get rid of exhaustion?
Would
No.
not get rid of exhaustion. Very few things get rid of exhaustion. You get like lesser restoration for that at least.
I can cast that.
Yeah,
Want
so
me to?
Daryl has.
And Jonah could cast greater restoration if you really want her to.
Gotta show up.
Comrades, I don't think I have the strength to continue on. I need to rest. That last fight was brutal.
Ooh. Jonah has greater restoration?
Yes?
Jonah, get this fucking cape off my back.
Oh, is it a cursed cape you have? Sure.
Yeah, actually, that does work.
So
Just
she's
sloughs
doing
off after she
a bit
casts
of a
it.
jig dance, lifts up her hat, there's a small diamond underneath. She crushes it and blows it onto Thorak, and greater restoration has been cast.
The cape just sloughs off like it's just... Because it is just made out of troll flesh. So it's not like a nice looking cloak. It just sort of sloughs off and looks gross. Anyone else want that?
What does it do to you again? I'm just curious. Out of character.
I believe you get extra health from short resting. You can cast what is it?
You can cast restoration once a month.
And what's the catch?
You get you have
Weakness to fire and acid.
yep.
Not worth it.
Ghost will move over to Thajal, reaching inside his coat. He pulls a patch off of the inside, which, as soon as it's removed, turns into a healing potion, which he will then assist the barely conscious wizard.
You don't waste it. Don't waste it. He's just gonna sleep.
Yeah, I think it's probably good we rest. Thorak needs it too.
You guys can have a short rest, but Joel's going to have a long rest, so you can go on without him. He used like most of his spell slots that fight, so
Oh yeah. Thoric puts the cloak in the bag of holding so he can pawn it off and scam some poor sap when we get back to the Empire.
Ghost, should you and I go scout ahead since we're both the
God,
sneakiest?
my charisma save's so high.
Go see if there's any trouble ahead.
Certainly. That's just exactly how we ended up in this situation, but sure, let me go ahead and do that.
I'll join you.
This time I'm more perceptive and less stealthy.
I actually don't want to make 2 because it's at advantage. Okay.
Well, I mean, you're stealthy.
Yeah, Ghost is like, hey, let's go do this. Turns around and then starts walking forward. Turns around, hey, wait, where'd Cedric go? And then Cedric just taps him on the shoulder. It's like, I'm right here.
Ghost has done that to people enough times. He's like, oh, good. Another person can do it.
That's what that feels like.
And Jake, do you want me to do a perception too?
I would like a perception, yes.
What are they doing?
How much deeper are we? How much deeper are we going if we're taking a rest?
Holy shit! 2 in a row.
I got this.
Okay. Okay. You guys, the rest of them are taking a rest. You guys want to double check this little area of forest, make sure there's nothing that will immediately come after you guys anymore. And again, the forest it's dead. The grass is dead. The shrubs are dead. The trees are, well, they might still be alive. Trees are rather hardy, but they're not in good condition. There's no animals, but you do see a lot of tracks as if some creatures have been burrowing here a lot.
Oh, like these worms that we just fought, they're killing the trees.
Possibly. It looks like there was probably more than just that amount of worms. You also, with the 26 perception, see some very large footprints heading deep into the center of this the Dreadwood or whatever, this corrupted wooded area.
Like giant sized.
Yeah, almost exactly like giant size. Yeah.
You could say these are giant footsteps.
Ghost, are you by me or?
Just hoping that
I'm near you.
Jack.
Yeah.
So, you got anything to make of this?
I could roll to see if I can determine what manner of creature. Nope. No idea.
I'll take.
You're not sure.
We'll take a quick stab.
And Ghost is not having a very good day.
I'm really not. The only thing I rolled well on was that 1 round's worth of attacks that dealt like 80 points of damage.
Yeah, I didn't do much better.
11. Again, you're pretty sure because it's very large footprints. Definitely humanoid. The footprint doesn't appear to be too hairy, so it's probably not a hill giant. And the footprint's not scorched or frozen, so probably not frost or fire giant. But that's all you know, really.
Should we go report back?
They did tell us that there were cloud giants in this area.
Yeah, they did say there was a cloud giant, like, fortress.
Stone giant.
No, they mentioned cloud giants.
I thought I said cloud giants.
They mentioned stone lived a lot in the mountains, but there was a cloud giant, like, fortress up high at, like, the top of the mountain.
Okay.
It could also be some lesser form of giant.
Alright. Well, the good news is it'd probably be pretty easy to spot if it gets nearby.
Do we want to figure out where it's hiding or not test our luck and go back and get everyone else?
We could probably stand to do a little bit more scouting and see if we can actually find something worth reporting on.
Okay, let's keep going then.
All right. So I'm going to assume you follow the giant footprints, and they lead very deep into the woods. You follow it for about probably 30, maybe 40 minutes. This isn't a large forest. It's literally just a forest in a valley, maybe a mile across. So you find it, and you're pretty close to the center where there's just a clump of rocks that seem to have fallen, but they've fallen in such a way where there's a strange opening that the hole appears unnatural, as if rocks tried to fall and cover it, but they couldn't.
I think we're definitely getting close.
Yeah, definitely, definitely getting wary of. Sorry, I gotta get back into here. Definitely getting a little bit worried about fighting something taller than the trees without someone that's gonna blast it in the face with a gob of acid.
Yeah, we're a big, tanky, half-orc warforged, soaking up all that damage so we don't have to.
Yeah, I think it might be best that we inform the others of what we've encountered.
Agreed, this is definitely not something we should take on ourselves. So I guess we'll head back, Jake.
Okay. So you head back, you're wandering through the woods, following the same track. Again, Cedric will seem to just step into groups of shadows sometimes and just vanish for a quick second, because for some reason he's being very stealthy today. But you manage to make it back to camp where, well, Thazal at least is like setting up a tent.
No, he's just Fajal was just passed out, leaning on a tree trunk.
Okay, yeah. Thazal is passed out on a tree trunk. Jonah is like making a circle of stones about 10 feet in diameter for some reason. Thazal and Gerald are Thorak and Gerald are starting to get the campfire up so they can cook some grub. Is there anything else you guys are doing?
No, we're just setting up for a rest. Because some of us definitely need it. Like Dajal 100% needs that rest.
What you guys thought was so hard about that fight? I seriously, I sat there, I tapped sang a little ditty, did a little dance, fired off like 4 arrows, and it's over.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, before my rest, I'm gonna get back my Divine Smite, and then I get this back, so, woo.
Are we going for a long or a short?
I think the Jal said he needed a long rest, but...
Alright.
Well, you guys can go on ahead without him. He'll just sleep.
Thorak's not going to leave Dajal behind.
No.
Yeah, I don't want to separate.
Even Ghost isn't going to leave Dajal behind.
Buddy. We can't exactly leave you.
Yeah.
Pretty, like, one of the worst places we could leave you behind.
Yeah, even Ghost, as self-centered as he is, isn't going to leave Dajal behind.
We just take turns watching, other than you.
By the way, just saying the Berserker Axe is in the bag of holding. Just anyone who wants to try to use it, they can. But I'm pretty sure it's cursed.
Pretty sure you and Sparrow might be the only candidates for wielding that axe.
I have my Dragon Slayer.
Oh, the Wrath Axe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. You guys...
I thought you said it was a Berserker Axe.
No, it is a Wrath Axe.
You just called it a Berserker Axe.
Not a magic item.
It's not a magic item.
It is magic, because it's a +2, but a Wrath Axe itself is not magical. Does that make sense?
So the axe itself is a +2, but it's not a magic axe.
It's +2 magic, but like again, a Berserker Axe is a type of magic axe.
Oh, okay.
A Wrath Axe is it's a different type of axe. It's like a rapier is a different kind of sword.
The Wrath Axe lets you do charging attacks, right?
Yes, Wrath Axe allows charging attacks and has a few other abilities.
Okay.
Well, is it cursed? That's my only thing. I don't know.
I do not know if it is cursed.
We have
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
means
take
to
it to-
remove curses now, so it's not like it'd be a huge deal.
I'm gonna look and see if it's cursed before I do anything else.
Okay,
You
do you have
detect
any
curses?
spells called Detect Curse?
Fuck you.
You do have Detect Evil and Good. That might work.
I don't know if that'll work.
Yeah, probably not.
I mean,
It's worth a shot.
weapons always objectively evil.
Dude, just tell me how I can get it, like, actually know if it's cursed or not.
Use it.
Oh yeah, I don't think
I'm gonna
that's
get
the
cursed.
point.
Really the surefire way, yeah.
We have someone who can cast Greater Restoration right here. You're fine. She can even make the components to do so.
But
She's a
we can't
she's a
against
creation.
Day, she already cast it once.
Yeah.
Do you want to try
You
using
can have a
Great
day.
Axe?
I mean, your guinea pig. Also, it wouldn't even be that great because I'm a Dex Barb.
I know.
Just use it.
Oh, God, I don't want to use it. I want to use it, but at the same time I don't, because I know it's probably cursed. Would being able to cast Identify at a higher level be able to identify it?
Maybe.
What is, like, the only surefire way to know it's cursed besides using it?
Detect curse.
Maybe bring it to a curse specialist?
Is current Detect Curse isn't even a spell.
No, it's not.
Exactly.
There is Detect Magic, but that doesn't pick up curses, unfortunately.
No. Yeah.
I know, the only thing that I can really think of is Identify, and even then, I feel like it need to be cast at, like, at least second level to know
Cast
if there's
at
a curse or
second
not.
level.
I think the easiest way is just to use it.
Just do it.
Well, that's the thing. That's the nature of curses. They're a secret for a reason.
Yeah. Don't worry, it's
Yeah.
probably not like the curse on the One Ring.
Okay,
Probably, maybe not.
The only reason I'm so skeptical about this is because I'm the curse monkey in my Wednesday campaign. I've had 3 curses already. Alright, so
That's
I'll
different.
figure it out later. I'll take it to get appraised later.
Okay.
We're taking a long rest right now.
I said
With
later.
This bard here is going to be able to instantly remove it from you if you don't want it.
Actually, she doesn't gain. Well, she wouldn't regain a spell slot from the. Actually, no. Yes, she would. Yeah. I'm
You know what,
copying some of her stat blocks from my other game, and in the other game, she would not be regaining her spell slots. In this game, she would.
Okay, so I guess
There
I
you
can
go.
test to see if it's cursed or not, and then get it removed, I guess.
Yep. That's what
So
we're saying.
I'll do it later. I'll wait until they get their spell slot back and the diamond back.
All right.
Okay.
So
She's
what are who's
okay.
on watch?
Are you gonna pay
nice.
for the diamond?
A nice cursed object in the morning before breakfast.
How much does it cost for the greater restoration diamond?
It's 100 gold per piece worth diamond.
Fine, sure, I'll pay for that.
Perfect.
Come on, 10 gold service fee too. Don't forget about that.
Fuck you.
Okay,
Marked
so
off
we're
my
all
sheet,
rested,
you're welcome.
right? We're setting up a watch.
Yep.
Okay, I can take first.
After the long rest, yeah, I guess I'll tie it out.
Okay.
We'll take last rest.
I'm still rolling shit.
You guys are taking a long rest. Johanna made her like 3-story tower that she's gonna rest in. It has a nice bathroom. Those who pay the 5 gold entrance fee are free to sleep in it as well.
I want to beat the shit out of this person. Yeah, fine, fuck it, I'll pay 5.
I mean, you are free to have you can set up a tent and camp out and just be like that. But if you want a bed and a dining room and a bathroom, then yeah, 5 gold service fee.
Hey, boss, can I borrow
I'd like
5 gold?
You're a robot, do you even need to shower?
I
I'll
like
pay
to.
for
I
it,
would
Thorak.
like to be clean.
I'll pay for Thorak myself.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll just, yeah, you can go in here. 5 gold.
Yeah, you haven't paid my wages in so long.
I'll carry Fajal in so he's not left outside by himself.
Yeah, He's just sleeping already.
I'll give it
Just throw him in
another
our
5
bed.
gold for him.
Yeah, he was exhausted. We set up, for those who missed it, we set up a new rule. First time you go down in combat, it's fine. But the second time you gain a little exhaustion, and that keeps stacking every time you go down afterwards. Just to prevent, the ping pong effect.
Yeah, I'm going to start using that in other campaigns. I like that a lot.
It is a good rule, yeah. I was also thinking of lingering injuries because I have kind of been meaning to add that to my game, but I think this rule works very well. Yeah.
I think if you go down as a result of a crit, that will be a lingering injury.
Okay, yeah.
No, I like that, yeah, I agree.
Alright, so you guys take a long rest, you get all nice and comfy. You get out of the long rest, and one of you picks up the wrath axe, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Let me
you pick
guess.
up this axe. It's strangely made. It's made out of. You're pretty sure it's made out of a rib cage that's been sharpened. It feels very heavy in your hand. I'm assuming you have the right strength score.
20.
Then yeah, you definitely do. This one? Ah, it's over there. One moment. Let me grab the book. Where did I put the book?
Let me switch to music out since we're no longer in combat.
That might be good, yeah.
Epic bed sleeping music.
I mean, yeah, no. Yeah, Johanna is definitely playing this on her acoustic guitar. Yeah.
Who's on the bongos?
Alright, so I hold this. Anything happen? Do I gotta make a save of any kind?
I mean, the weapon feels heavy, and kind of definitely not made for your grip. It almost feels like it was made for dwarven hands. But you don't feel any magic come over you. A few seconds later, Johanna still casts Greater Restoration, because you did ask her to. But yeah, the axe, you didn't feel cursed from it. You don't know, but you don't think it was cursed.
Well, the Greater Restoration should have given the curse regardless. If it was cursed.
I'll put it in the bag of holding and get it appraised later.
Okay. I guess I don't need to bring up its stat block. Okay.
What did I miss?
I'll use it later.
Not much. Both Ghost and myself scouted ahead, and there's definitely a sign of some giant. Found footprints.
Oh, why does my back hurt? Oh. And he sort of looks behind him and sees the tree trunk, and he's like, oh.
You inside. You probably slept on a bed. We threw you on.
Well, there's probably like 1 hour you slept on the tree trunk, and the rest were in the bed.
Fajol stands up and stretches himself. Oh, that was very unpleasant. Ghost, please, unless we are fighting humans or humanoids, don't cast those a darkness spell. It seems to serve no one but the enemy.
I don't know about that. It seemed to make me quite effective in dealing with those worms y'all were battling. Simply a matter of the rest of y'all staying out of the range of me darkness.
You do what you feel is right, of course, but in the future, please bear that in mind.
I'll do my best to not capture you in it.
Thank you. Alright, have you determined where the temple is?
Sounds less me questions.
Well then, let's keep moving. I think that cave over there is the most likely location.
Be on your watch here.
Yes, that goes without saying.
Is this the cave that the footprints lead to?
It is indeed, yes.
Yeah,
I think there's just a guy living in there. It might not even be a temple.
it's a big guy.
I
Big
need to
guy.
go put my son to bed. So I don't know how much later we were planning on going this evening.
Since everyone was late, I was hoping we could do a little bit more, but I don't have a ton.
I can always drop and come back if he goes to sleep quickly. I'll check back and see if you guys are still on when he's down.
That is fine. I don't plan to really start this the temple, but I would like to get some just good roleplay and stuff in for the next 20 minutes while we still have people.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to drop out a little bit earlier because work in the morning.
Of course.
It's like what? It's 12:30 now.
Okay. Again, I just want to go for another like 20 minutes. So you can do that.
Fair.
Everyone,
All I'm doing right now is reading terrible essays for class.
while we're recuperating our wounds, I figured this was as good a time as any to ask, while the subject is in my mind. Any thoughts for expansion when we return to the Empire? Hiring of other adventurers? Increase our reach? Turn our organization something more expansive and professional?
I mean, once we get back to the Empire, I'm taking some time off to go work at the restaurant. That probably needs fixing up. I doubt the boys in the kitchen right now are keeping good track of it.
Jerry's probably burned the kitchen down again.
Also, do not forget that we own a bar.
Do we own a bar? I feel like we paid for half of a bar.
No, we received a deed from the captain, remember?
Oh, all right.
And any
Her grandfather owned it, but he did not want to sell without her permission.
Right, Thorak ran it. He ran that bar for the 2 months of downtime we got between the dukedom and the soiree that sent us on this adventure.
I was thinking, we will no doubt have quite the political capital once we return and save the princess. We should think about perhaps starting an academy to train adventurers like us. The Empire could certainly use it.
Oh my god.
I don't know about that.
If we get a way to take in a share of their earnings once
Well,
they become
naturally,
full-fledged,
Of
then
course.
that has my support.
And we will charge them for fees, of course.
But there's already plenty of martial academies in Valshian.
Yes, but none that teach specifically our skills. How to survive in the wilderness, how to defeat strange and monstrous creatures, how to preserve resources, how to best
How to pick
talk...
up a book and make themselves weaker.
Exactly, how to best talk to the locals to get what you need. The perils of travel, working as a team, small team tactics, that sort of thing.
Now picking up books that will curse you.
Shout it at you.
Fajal, have you considered writing a book about this? All this knowledge could be worth selling.
Why limit yourself to mere book sales when you could expand and teach others? Earn much more than that, and preserve our legacy for aeons to come.
Well, I think something of a novel like that would help draw in people looking to take some class.
Yes, that is a wonderful idea. A tale of our adventures.
Maybe before we start resting each night, maybe some stuff down.
I've been writing a journal.
See? Thorak.
It's not very legible, but
Anything's better than that. I mean, as long as we have writing, that's a start.
My memory is adequate for the task. I believe I can write my memoirs without the need of notes. Oh, excuse me, I'm a bit parched. Fajal is going to take a drink. Ah, that's better. Any plans for the future of anyone else?
I definitely want to move the Manicore's cavern out of the Empire. We've kind of got the whole continent against us there.
You wish to abandon the Empire? Why?
Abandon? They were never friends of mine to begin with.
Fajal looks at you strangely.
They're merely just my place of residence. I have no ties.
Well, to be fair, we could technically operate outside. We can open more Manticore caverns. We should go global.
Why provide strength for our enemies?
I wouldn't really call some pretty good food strength.
Also, have you met the Empire? They're kind of terrible. I don't even know why we're saving this princess.
I mean, it's a child in danger, and that's why I'm helping with this.
The Empire... I can't believe I'm going to explain this. The Empire represents strength, unity, brotherhood, and sisterhood for all of mankind.
Yeah, mankind.
Other races...
Got you there, didn't I? Got you there.
Other races have their strengths, their weaknesses. Dwarves are resistant to poisons and they're hardy people. Elves live for hundreds of years. Dragonborns have their scales. What do humans have? We need to stick together. We need strength for unity. It's important.
Yeah, humans might be, well, narcissistic, annoying, all of the above. But I will say, I'm good at magic and he's good at magic, but the only thing that I can say is the Empire doesn't treat any one of my workers well. Well, except for the humankind. You said that there's a place for everyone in the Empire? Yeah.
If they know their place.
Yeah, if they know their place. We're not above any race.
Well, I know when I get back, I have a couple debts to erase. Otherwise, my life might be in a bit of trouble.
Gambling again?
I don't want to argue politics over you. That's the best way to break up a friendship, but I will say this. Faults or no, Princess is innocent.
Innocent child's in danger. I'm going to help. Of course.
True on that one.
And think of the fact that the Emperor will be in our debt. We will have much sway with him. If you wish to reform, doing it so from within would not be a terrible idea.
Maybe we can get gifted a title.
Make Thorak a noble. That'd be pretty funny, wouldn't it, Thorak?
Yeah. Not like I'd be staying in my keep or anything. I'd be doing other things. Too busy.
I know.
As a sworn member of the Warcasters, I am forbidden for holding lands and titles. But perhaps one day I shall rise in the ranks.
You could be my court wizard.
Gain the...
Gerald's actually going to start laughing at that statement.
Gain the position of Archmaster.
You are recognized as peerage of Marquis Thazala, so it's entirely possible to gain more landholdingship rather than lordship, but, yeah.
All I'm saying about the Empire is that it is the only hope for humans in this world. Without it, we would be hunted down to extinction. We need their strength. Because, as I said, unlike other races, we lack natural talents and gifts to survive.
I mean, your guys' gift is you can pretty much survive everywhere. That's like your big thing. You guys live everywhere.
We do so through determination, hard work, perseverance, and courage.
Isn't that how everyone else does it?
They do it through their natural talents. There is a difference. Dwarves are genetically predisposed to mine and to survive in their harsh underground caverns. We are not.
That still doesn't give us an excuse to put down other races. Sure, you can argue that humans are lesser and weaker, but in the Empire they still treat others like shit. They even hunted down tieflings. Are you going to ignore the genocides of those people?
There is a famous philosopher amongst the Empire, and this is what he had to say on that subject. Right, as the world goes, is only in question between equals in power, while the strong do what they can, and the weak suffer what they must.
You say that in dumb words, please?
Basically, might is right.
You're damn right. And then, Thorak flexes one of his arms.
You don't even have that high of a strength, which is the funny thing.
He's got the build for it.
It's lean muscle.
They're vanity muscles. They're vanity muscles.
Don't you have like a 12-inch strength?
I think it's hard. Yes.
Yeah,
As
you have such a
Gunzik
low
would
strength.
no doubt love to tell you, the Valsian Empire conquered this entire world through might of magic, might of arms, and might of knowledge. They earned their place. Why are we permitted? Why cannot the Empire do the same? Why are we evil in your eyes?
They made me wear a collar to go to a dinner party in my honor.
I have my own reasons.
It's to put the other guests at ease. Thorak, it was not personal.
Sounds pretty. I mean, I did do a backflip as soon as I entered the door and asked the Emperor himself where the snack table was, but, you know, that was more of a joke.
Actually, even Joe will laugh at that a little bit. He'll snicker a bit.
Besides, you have been fed nothing but propaganda from the other powers. You don't know the good the Empire does. How peaceful the streets are. Crime is an all-time low. People live happy, content lives.
Our first 2 months of adventuring were spent cleaning up poor people who had to turn to banditry.
Yes, and why do you think we were hired to do so? It is to keep the Empire safe. Other powers would not care as much.
I don't know, man.
Yes, because the Empire is drowning with peace.
Within, yes. Children are educated well. Average townsfolk need not worry about banditry most of the time. There are exceptions, of course, but we dealt with those.
The Empire does have some of the most sturdy buildings, best jobs, as you can, again, there's plenty of trade, and also many go into the military, which does give free education.
What's the
Sounds like
Empire's
Canada.
gross domestic happiness?
Free schooling, nice houses. Sounds like Canada, except, you know, they're not as racist.
Well, yeah, but Canada
You been to Canada?
Canada doesn't have military, and Canada also has marijuana legal. The Empire.
Canada is not very nice to their indigenous folks to this day. I wouldn't say they're not racist.
That is also true.
You know what? As the only person that isn't white, like among everyone here, man, it's kind of like.
Yeah, obviously out of character, I don't believe in Vajol's view.
No, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, we know, but it is nice having you roleplay. It is nice.
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's funny that we're comparing Canada, because like, would they be racist as fuck to me?
Yeah. Kind of.
Why am I the only? Jake, do you have a thing against like brown people or something? Why am I the only brown person here?
You are in the Dungeons and Dragons tabletop RPG hobby. That is a very
Predominantly white.
Yup.
I invited everyone from online. Besides
Yeah.
that, I had never seen any of your faces before I invited you. How could I select by race?
I call blasphemy, because, I'm the only brown guy here, so... The only dark Mexican. Let's go.
All I'm saying is that the Empire is strong, and the people are safe, well-fed, and content. And I see no evil in that.
There'll become a time in your life when you realize there's always more to a story.
Oh yes, I'm sure the other powers have plenty of horror stories to tell you about the Empire. Nothing but propaganda, I'm sure.
Actually, you're gonna see him take out something that even, what is it? Thoric hasn't seen. You're gonna see him take out a necklace with 2 rings on it. This is why I don't like the Empire.
I assume you will elaborate on your point.
That's all I'm telling you. You should be able to figure it out for yourself.
Tragedy happens in all corners of the world. It is not exclusive to the Empire.
Nope, but I could definitely hate one of them for a reason.
You have your reasons, misguided as they are, but I would not wish to sully our relationship by arguing further.
You have your reasons for as wrong as they are as well.
Then we should agree to disagree. But I will warn you all, I will brook no talk of betrayal. Traitors, I shall not tolerate. If you wish to go against the Empire, you will have to do it without me.
I mean, hey man, I'm not gonna betray the Empire. I'm just, inaction isn't betrayal. If I don't feel I have to support a cause, I'm not gonna put myself in harm's way for said cause.
No, of course not, but revealing secrets to the Empire to other powers, actively conspiring against the Empire with other powers, that is certainly betrayal.
I'm very much hoping that the Empire has fallen while we were gone on our trip.
I really hope not. Then what reward would we have? What would be the point of all this?
A dead Empire. You see Gerald getting up and cracking his bones?
Fujol just shakes his head.
As much fun as it's been trekking through the desert, I kind of want a reward at the end and help.
A payout would be nice.
Fujol is going to, during a lot of conversation, check his supplies of alchemy supplies. Does he have enough to brew a few health potions?
Sorry, what? Oh, the supplies to brew potions?
No, he's got some alchemy supplies left, but he used some of them to brew other potions. I'm just wondering how much he would have. Would he have enough to brew a health potion?
I would say you have enough for 1 potion of healing. Yes.
Alright. If you excuse me, we have run low on healing supplies. I will go and make some more. And he's going to step aside, take out his portable alchemy kit and start brewing. For 14.
Okay. Yeah, it's a basic potion of healing. Will definitely be useful in the coming entering of the temple, apparently. Or just a cave, who knows?
Thoric wants to find
something that has very, very large footprints. Like, Gunzik could lay down in these footprints, and there would still be room.
Well, Gunzik's tiny as hell.
By the way, out of character, I don't know how to argue for an evil empire. So, because me personally, his views are antithetical to mine. So,
you've been doing pretty well. The thing is, the empire itself it's a country. It has goods and bads. The big thing about the empire is the top is pretty corrupted. It's actually better than in previous generations, but
still bad and
amazing. I've told horror stories of when the previous emperor before the current one was much worse. The current one is more just going with the flow, using stuff to raise military support, get them get imperial citizens to kind of hate the other countries because they've stolen the empire's land. The empire cannot have as much food because the other countries don't give them the land, and they're charging an arm and a leg for the food.
Exactly. The Empire needs breathing space.
Yep. And so
So after that conversation, Thorax just gonna get up and say, "I'm gonna go find myself a tree." He wants to go foraging for some licorice root.
okay.
In this cursed valley, good land.
Roll me
Good
a
luck.
nature to find licorice root.
It doesn't have to be good. He just wants a little bit of taste, a little taste, you know. He's just gonna chew on it first for that delicious licoricey
Roll
taste.
me a nature to find some.
Nature.
In a valley of corrupted and dying plants.
He finds a root that he thinks is licorice. It is not licorice.
Yep. You read my mind.
Pretty sure this is poison oak. No, yeah, that hurts.
Try not to touch me now that you've touched that.
Frank sticks his hands out, starts running at Cedric.
I'm gonna go ethereal as soon as you go to touch me.
I fall right through you.
Yep.
Oh man.
Nice try there. 6 months ago, that would have worked.
All right. Anyone have anything less to add before I end the session? We still need Cedric and Gerald's fact about their characters for the day.
Yeah, I can do mine.
Gerald is 7'2", close to my actual height.
Something. Something.
That's a no.
You can't choose a physical thing about your character. Something about your character's history or something, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
I can go first if you're not ready.
The reason why Gerald hates the Empire is because his ex-wife was a tiefling, and she was kidnapped and burned at a stake because of cult worshippers believing that they are devils.
Yep. And she did not burn fast. That fire resistance really made her long and suffering.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's not nearly as dark as that. Cedric
start
is.
with the dark part from the beginning. You know, he could be like, "Oh, Gerald's favorite flower is peonies." But,
I mean, Thorax's first fact was that he likes to hold animals like babies. It makes him feel strong.
which we actually don't have actual recording of because, again, the audio got. I did something wrong.
So for Cedric is from the coastal town of Koskol, and in his teens during the summer he'd help out on one of their family-owned fishing vessels.
All right. Well, I think that's the end of the session here. I'm going to stop the recording in a moment. Feel free to check out the rest of the recordings of this Erudain campaign. Thanks for watching. Bye.